Hello, hello. Welcome to the Suzubi channel. How's everybody doing? Happy weekend to everybody. Trying to hear my music. How you doing, Rashid? Okay, that's good. That's good. How you doing? How you doing? How's everybody doing today? I'm fully rested from this morning. I need to make some coffee. How's everybody doing? Oh my goodness. You got 7:40 p.m. Oh, let's get the show on the road, says Rashid. My goodness. And always in a hurry, Americans. He's probably gone. He probably fell asleep. Anyways, how you doing, brother? John P. Good to see you. I'm digging your shorts you've been putting out. Pretty good. Um, very nice, brother. Glad that you're having fun doing what you're doing. How's everybody doing on this wonderful weekend? You were on the vertical. That's okay. I'm looking at the vertical right here. I am looking at the vertical. I have added a new cheers emoji. So it's kind of small, but I kind of used the theme that I've been kind of putting up in my music videos recently. So I just used that character with holding up a blue beer. Because nobody has blue beer, I have it. So don't you try to copy my blue beer. Especially the neon beer. Don't you try to copy it. Hello, Rashid. Welcome back. You was riding bikes with the kids? Nice. That's nice. Very nice. Yep, doing the typical family things. That's awesome. But lots of love. How's everybody doing? So I got some new music loaded up here in this soundtrack. It looks like StreamYard has added like this sound bar under in the music. So underneath the track that's currently playing, it looks like there's like a sound bar that shows you where the music is at in it's where the stage that it's playing in. So that's different. I wish they would add like a way to pick, like say I want to put 7 songs in, right? And I don't want to have to go and frickin' change the song after it's over. You can loop them, which is fine, but it'd be nice to be able to set up a playlist, like a little playlist of like 10 songs, whatever. If they can't figure out how to do 10, at least 5 that you can loop during your show in the background, whatever. They should make it available to all types of styles and not just the style that they want you or that they show you how to do in StreamYard anyways. So how's everybody doing on this Saturday? Wonderful Saturday. Hi, Daniel. Welcome back. It's always good to see you too. Happy Saturday to you too. He says hello, everybody. So I gotta go make me a coffee. I was just drinking some chocolate tea, getting my chocolate vitamins in for the day, loaded with nice vitamins, right? All that good stuff to keep you going. The bourbon lounge now. That ain't no bourbon. How you doing, Jared? That ain't no bourbon. That's a coffee. What's the matter? If you want bourbon, put some bourbon in it. You can surely have bourbon in your coffee. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, Daniel's still here. Okay, I thought he was doing a flyby. Thanks for popping in. Nice to see you, Daniel. Oops. Hey, this mouse is crazy. It just like zooms in. If I just do the little thing on it. You're doing great? Good. I'm doing good. I'm well rested. This morning I had to plant this, what was it called? Mandeville. I think that's what it's called, Mandeville. I had that's my last flower that I had to put in a pot and put in the yard. I actually cleared out that corner there and put the plant there. I forgot to show you guys the trellis that my hubby bought for it. It's a really nice steel trellis. It's beautiful. It's kind of like a cone shape, like an ice cream cone, right? So it goes out. It goes out like that. It's like a wedge, and it has an arched top to it. And it's very sturdy, very heavy duty. So I'm really happy. I'm still got to figure out what I'm going to do with the wall behind it. I have this little. I used to have a little small greenhouse that I first bought when I first moved here. I was like, I want a little garden. Okay. So we bought a greenhouse, one of those cheap ones that you buy from like Timu. And I think back then I was ordering from Wish. Anyways, I bought this like small little like 1 foot by 3 foot greenhouse. It's about 4, maybe 5 foot tall. No, it was taller. About 5.5 foot tall, almost not quite 6 feet tall, but it had like tiers on it, little racks, and you can and it had the plastic shell over it. Anyways, I think it lasted like 2 summers, and then the freaking heat here in Phoenix just deteriorated that whole shell. So I took it all apart, but I kept the racks, the wire racks. So what I did with those is I hung them on the wall, and then I got some wire, twisted some wire around some pots, and suspended some pots fashioned the wire like hooks and wrapped it around the pots, and then hooked it on those wire racks that I hung on the wall. So I have little pots hanging there from that leftover garden greenhouse that I bought. So you're doing awesome, brother. Stop zooming in. Jeez, that's irritating. You're drinking straight bourbon, rainy evening in the beautiful Cherokee Nation. Ooh. Oh, it sounds relaxing. Does your hair still look like that, Jared? You should update your photo. All like, come on, give me an update. I want to see an updated photo. No, you can leave it the way you want. I'm just joshing with you. Daniel says, "Hey, John. Hey, Rashid from Daniel. Howdy, Daniel from Rashid. Thanks for the rose. Oh, that's so nice." So yeah, I was planting the last flower in the pot that my hubby bought. I got an extra pot. I got seeds, so I'm gonna fill that pot. I'm gonna put soil in there, and I'm gonna pop in some. I'm gonna try to plant other stuff. Try to grow some other stuff to fill up these pots. I want a lot of flowers this year, so I'm gonna do my darndest to get some flowers in the yard. So hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. I woke up at like 3 o'clock. So I went to bed about 8 this morning. I stayed up all night because I wanted to be able to go out into the garden before the heat hit. So I just stayed up all night, and then went ahead, and that's why I was up this morning, delirious, probably just laughing my head off. But it was funny because I was like being loud, and then I remembered that it was so early in the morning. There might be people like sleeping with their windows open, and probably just like, which I doubt, because everybody runs their ACs around here. But the last 2 times that I've done this, I've actually heard music in the distance from across the alley, a few houses down. I've heard like I don't know. It sounded like Thai music, some kind of like. Real pretty foreign type, like I don't know, like the I don't know, not American, but it was beautiful. It was just all well, there was a little bit of vocals in there, but it was real pretty. Kind of reminded me like geisha stuff, like the geisha, like that kind of music, just real pretty. So I was listening to that while I was plucking basil. So trimming my basil. Hi, Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy has been a member for 14 months. Mike, how you doing? How you doing, Mike? Good to see you, Miss Kathy. Thank you guys. Miss Kathy and Mike have been really big supporters of my channel for a very long time. I appreciate you for being a member of my channel. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. You were drunk this morning. Don't lie. I was not. I was you. When I'm drunk, you'll know. Oh my God. Um, what am I trying to do here? Yeah, I am a lot louder, and I really don't care who I wake up when I'm drunk. So you know what I mean? Kind of. Well, not really that sinister. I do still mind my p's and q's, but you probably I'd have to be really drunk, and then you probably won't understand what I'm talking about. Or maybe you will. I don't know. Maybe drunks know the drunk lingo, so I'm sure you'll understand. Mike. Uh, John P says, Kate. So I think I put the link in the chat here. So I'll just pin it up here at the top if anybody wants to jump on. I was looking at the neighborhood news, and before anybody jumps on, I was seeing that I saw something interesting, and apparently there's a company who comes out that's for hire. They come out to your residence or wherever they're called out to, and for the people who walk their animals through the neighborhood and don't pick up after their animal, this company will come out and take a sample, a specimen of that feces, and they will identify it. And then when the owner is found, I don't know how that quite works. I didn't quite read it all, but from what I understand, they'll be fined for that specific type of canine. And that's like a new thing. Has anybody heard of that? Anybody heard of this? I haven't heard. I haven't. First time even seeing it. But honestly, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm kind of like 80% glad that that's happening, because people need to be more responsible. Picking up after your pet. Come on, quit being a slob and quit being irresponsible. But yeah, that'll be awesome. So if you're one of those people who don't pick up after your dog, shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself. That pick up after your dog, because you know, people have had enough of it, and they're just gonna. If this company is affordable, I don't know how it works. I might have to pull it up, but let's see. Hello, John P. from Miss Kathy, and John P. says hi, Jared. So Mike says Rashad and John P. She was Kool-Aid flavored moonshine drunk, Mike. I was not. I was nothing of the sort. But it was fun planting that thing. It was fun being told I was digging a hole the hard way. But anyways, we'll just forget about all that. And I'm going to see next door. Next door neighbors this morning. I didn't wake up anybody. I did hear a little music before I went to bed. And I'm still looking at my beautiful flower. I can see it right from the window. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, oh my goodness. What? I don't want that. Okay. There was a red flag warning yesterday. Apparently we had some enough to post a red flag warning about the wind yesterday. So I was drying some chile piquins outside, and I haven't gone out there. I had them in a small little flat tray, aluminum tray to dry. And I just looked out there to check on them, and the tray was upside down. And that thing has got some weight on it. It weighs not a couple pounds, at least. I'm gonna say almost a pound at least. It's heavy though. I mean, it's a thick aluminum. It wasn't thin. It's a very well made, small little tray, catch tray. My hubby bought two of them. One to put by one of our kitchen machines. And the second one I'm using to dry my chilies, and the freaking thing was flipped upside down. So the company would be shocked if the sample came back as human. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's is that a nuisance there where you're up to, brother? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Red flag warning in dryers. I don't know why you say it ain't so. No, not just specifically for the dry. The dry weather is for the wind. So I've never seen really a red flag warning like that. I mean, usually we get one before the haboob sweeps through, but this one was like yesterday. Apparently, I missed it. I missed out on all the action. But it was windy yesterday. We put our umbrellas down. There was a few years back, more than a few. Shoot, good 6 years. I've been here what 15 years now. Gosh. Anyways, I've seen umbrellas in the air during some of these freaking windstorms. Oh my God, I've seen them like in the air. I'm like looking at it like, whoa, that's something you don't see every day. It's just so that's why I'm bungee my umbrellas down. So yeah, especially in the cities. Yeah, isn't that just disgusting? I mean, you could be a good Samaritan and go pick it up. But I mean, come on, guys. I mean, if you've got a nice grabby tool for it, they make a special. They make a special scoop that has like a claw and a collection kind of. Not a bucket, but you know what? When you sweep your floor and you have your little tool that you sweep it into, and then you throw that away. It's kind of looks like that, but it's all built in one, and it has a handle. I mean, I guess it'd be hard to hold that and walk your dog at the same time. But I mean, you don't have to bend over and do it. Like if you can't bend over, I get it. And some people they have bad knees or whatever. But if you have bad knees, you shouldn't be walking a dog, right? Like especially if you're like your dog just like sees a cat and takes off. I mean, you're gonna be toast. You're gonna be like road rash. That dog's gonna drag you. Especially if you're frail and whatever. Just kind of find a family member to walk your pets for you, maybe. But anyways, that's not the point. It's a scooper with a little rake, and it kind of like just grabs the stuff. The dustpan. Thank you. You're having a latte? What? Soft, but I can't go up. It's 2 a.m. A latte soft? A soft serve? A latte ice cream? Oh, okay. That's fine. It's 2 a.m. there? Shoot, just pull an all-nighter, huh? Yeah, it's 6 p.m. here. I got up at 3. I hope the birds have enough water out there. I think they do. I haven't gone out there yet. But I went out there this morning to check on all the watering spigots, all of this little sprinkler systems that we have, making sure they're all up to par and doing what they're supposed to be doing. So let's put some other music on. It's this one. You know what? Let's play some my jazzy stuff. I'm gonna go make me a nice cup of coffee. If you guys, if anybody wants to come up, feel free. I'll be right back. And if you pop up, you're gonna be in the waiting room for just a few minutes. And I'll work as swiftly as possible to get my coffee going. I have my coffee tea that I just drank here. That's all gone. My coffee tea with whipped creams. So that's coffee tea. What did I say? Coffee tea? Wait, chocolate tea with whipped creams. and that was my breakfast. Okay, that was my starter. So I'm gonna go and make me a cold coffee. Oh, God, I hope I made ice. Yes, I did. A cold coffee with caramel and whipped creams. Uh, I have instant coffee now. I could do a honey whipped coffee with coffee and some chocolate whipped creams with caramel drizzle and chocolate drizzle syrups. Come on. I don't know. It'll be bigger and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay. Wait, what happened? Oh, that's the Jazzy Tech? I don't remember that part being in there. Okay. So yeah. We'll just let that play. Whips creams. You're watching a movie with Sarah? Oh, what kind of movie are you watching? Is it a good one? Well, thanks for popping in while you're watching a movie. Shoot, thank you. Go watch your movie. There's a new movie that I saw previews to. Somebody was talking about. Oh, the Goonies. The Goonies. I saw something about the Goonies coming out with a part two. All the characters are older, and I think they're all still alive. That haven't passed away or anything. I didn't. I just saw kind of a quick. I was a quick glance of that. So I don't know if it's if it's in the making or if it's already made or when it's going to come out. If anybody's heard anything, please put it in the chat because I would like to know. Goonies was a really fun movie growing up watching, and it was kind of like that's the kind of movie that would get a person curious enough about treasure to become a treasure hunter. That movie right there would have been the point in your life where you'd be like, it would make you want to go and like research like lost treasures, buried treasure, and then especially finding a whole freaking mountain with a pirate ship in it, right? And all those rubies and the gold. The rubies were so pretty, especially when who was it? Mouth spits them out of his face, and she's like, "Spit it out!" He's all. It's like spit out like ruby and a topaz or something. I think it was a ruby. Shot in his head. Anyways, I watched that movie so much. I think I know every part almost. Not like the professional, not the professional, the accountant. The accountant, my hubby has watched that so many times. If you haven't seen The Accountant, go watch it. It's a really good movie. Anyways, The Goonies, I watched it so many times. It was really, there was a lot of fun parts in there in that movie. But anyways, a new one that's going to come out, that'd be awesome. This is a send help. Oh, are you watching a scary movie? Are you sending dark fish emojis? I am watching the Vertical Live too, guys. So welcome into the Vertical Live. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, I'm Susie B. I do a lot of different things on my channel. I'm an artist. I paint. I do painting on canvas. I do clay work. I do cooking in the kitchen and also in the garden on the weekends. If I feel in an enthusiastic mood, I will do scorpion hunting and I'll paint my face so it'll glow in the dark. So I do that. I also do adventuring and we do market runs and road trips. So you'll see some videos of me in the car doing a quick road trip out to get to a place to get like a few things that aren't sold here in the city. So anyways, that tells you a little bit about my channel. I also try and do my own music for my channel.
Tomorrow will see lots of sun. You can expect a high of 104 degrees.
104 tomorrow. It's 100 degrees right now, guys. Anyways, that's a little bit about me. Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for popping in. And if you'd be so kindly push that darn like button. I hate to keep having to repeat myself, and it sounds kind of like I'm bugging people about it, but push that like button. And I try not to say it in every video. I was saying it a lot, and I just felt like a freaking broken record. People, you know, all it is just if I bring a smile to your face, or you had a little chuckle, and even just something. If I brought a smile to your face, push that darn like button. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. So anyways, I'm trying to grow my channel, and you know, pushing that like button, it helps. I don't know about the algorithm. I hear so many things. Honestly, I don't believe any of them anymore. They all kind of what is it? They all say such different things. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to what I do, and hopefully my channel will grow. And don't watch my channel if you feel obligated to, just because you know, I go and watch your channel. You don't have to watch my channel. I'm looking for more people who are not creators watching my channel than creators, because then you get other creators and they get all pissed off you don't go to their channel, and it's like, I don't have time. I spend 2 days on my channel doing stuff, so sometimes I don't have time to go to your channel. Okay, so chill. Anyways, you shouldn't, you know, you should focus on more viewers instead of other creators. I do have a circle of other content creators that I do follow, but I can't follow you all. So don't get butthurt. And that's why I keep the circle of other creators small that I visit. So that's just how it is. I'm sorry, I spend hours and hours on my channel to make it nice, and everything you see I've created myself. I figured it out. I'm self-taught. Music, everything. So push that darn like button. I'm gonna go make me some coffee, so chill out. I'm gonna go chill out now. I'll be right back. And if I could take the camera with me, I would. I could probably. Could show you how I make my coffee, but nobody wants to see that. Right? Yeah. Mike, you're definitely in the small circle of other creators that I like to visit. I actually like to visit, and you know, most of the time. No, I do like your channel. I'm talking about, I've seen other posts of other channel creators getting all pissed off because they go find a group of people, right, that come in and bombard their channel with big numbers, right? And then there's a lot of drama, and it's too many content creators all fighting over you know, their content, and it's just that's just I don't want nothing to do with that. So yeah, it's nothing to do with you. We love you since I saw you on SOR Journey. Yeah, right. We've been shoot, it's been a long journey since SOR, huh, brother? I'm gonna go make coffee, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. But I will still be listening to all you wonderful people. Yeah, being a content creator is a lot of work. If you're just putting videos up there that you're just copy pasting from other places, I mean, that doesn't take a whole lot of work at all. You know, editing and doing the music, the sounds, the sound effects, that's a lot of work. And I certainly don't have time to go to 30 other content creators' channels. And I'm not going to give you enough quality time if I'm freaking busy working on my channel. So at first, everything was different. I thought, you know, okay, I can do this. I got some time. But then once I started learning about the kind of things that should be that I wanted to incorporate into my channel, shoot, that takes a lot of time, especially trying to figure out how to do it all. And then the music, freaking fighting with YouTube about using, music. And I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm going to go figure out how to do this all myself. And it's time consuming. I've literally spent 2 days on a freaking 3-minute video. So you guys just don't know. And so I don't want anybody coming to my channel and saying, you don't come to my channel. You'll be blocked. Because I'm explaining it now, and if you're not around to listen, and if you're not watching it later, then don't yell at me, because I've already explained it. If I have time, believe me, I make time for the small circle of creators that I know. I make time, but when I disappear for a couple days and you're just seeing shorts coming out from me or nothing at all, I'm working like literally all around the clock. From when I wake up to when I go to bed, and that's usually 12 hours. So I work hard on my channel. I do a lot to it. And I'm all self-taught, so it's not perfect, but it's mine. I just want to explain that to the other content creators that are listening. So I need real people, real clicks. I need real views. It doesn't help having a lot of subscribers that are sitting there dead in the wind. So don't watch my channel unless you like it. That's it. Don't come here to do me a favor. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I'm probably breaking up a little bit. I thought that was interesting with the company who comes out and identifies your animal feces. It's about time someone has done something. I would have never have thought in a million years that there'd be a company that has come out and that will come out and identify your animal's feces. Wow. That's good. It has gotten that bad that people are so irresponsible that we have to freaking babysit you guys because you're too lazy to pick up after your animal. That's how we lose privileges, is because of people like you guys. If you're listening, if you're one of those people. I definitely say something if I see it in my presence. I'll say something if someone's beating on their animal in front of me. I don't just turn my head. I actually have a backbone. I'm not afraid to use it either. Okay, so I had a few dishes in the sink. Let's get this coffee going. I already got the whipper out. I already got the whipper out to make the cream. Whipped cream. Look at that. I'm gonna use some cold brew. Let's see, what am I gonna do? Beautiful day. I should at least point the camera out the window, huh? For you guys to see something. Well, you're looking at the coffee background, so that's another thing I've created, put together. I didn't make the video. I paid to have rights to use it. So I'm also spending money on my channel. So you guys just don't know how much money I spend to run my YouTube channel, to have a little quality. So it's just, it's time consuming. There's a lot that goes into it. Oh, my hubby just got here. Hey, babe. Okay, let's see what kind of coffee. We're gonna do caramel macchiato. Yes. What did you guys have Chinese today? I haven't eaten nothing yet today, guys. So I really wanted to make something. I wanted to kind of share it. I might just film it and then put it out later. I might just record it, record dinner and put it out later. No. I'm just gonna, I have something in mind that I want to make, but chicken burgers? Yeah, that sounds good, right? Well, it's already made. You don't have to do nothing. We've been cooking every day. But I have. I mean, I've been trying to make something homemade. Okay, I'm getting the ice out. Putting some ice in the cup here. Okay. Where's my... Oh, that looks like Chick-fil-A stuff. Oh, you can do a lot with that. It's just a chicken patty and a bun. You could do pickles in there. You could do banana peppers, barbecue sauce. Oh, awesome. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think here. I'm so distracted. All right. So, what am I doing with this? Okay, I'm going to pour cold brew at the bottom. A little cold brew, some caramel. You know, I saw a video, someone making caramel, and it's actually not that hard. You just need a ton of sugar. I need to go buy a bucket of sugar to make caramel, so I can have caramel whenever I want it. So I put ice in a cup. I got a little concentrated cold brew, about 3 tablespoons of cold brew at the bottom. I'm brewing a caramel macchiato, and I already whipped some milk. So I'm pouring in some of that into the cup first. I'm gonna pour some chocolate syrup in there too. I got a chocolate caramel. My hubby found some chocolate caramel. That's interesting. I'm gonna pour that in there. We got dark chocolate, we got caramel, we got chocolate hazelnut. Okay, I'm gonna pour some of this whipped coffee just to have some contrast in the cup, and then I'm gonna pour the caramel macchiato coffee into that, and the whipped creams is rising. The whipped milk looks like whipped creams, might as well be whipped creams. It's good stuff. So see. I'm gonna do a little shake of some cocoa powder on top of that. A little bit of more whipped creams, no, caramel drizzle on top of that, and some chocolate caramel drizzle on top of that. And then on top of that, ooh, okay. All right. All right, you guys can see what I just created. Okay, so you gotta go make one of these, okay? Gotta go make one of these. So I poured in a little bit of cold brew, concentrate cold brew, right? Some cold brew ice, and then the whipped milk, and then around the edges I did caramel and then chocolate caramel, and then put the whipped milk in there, and then on top I drizzled some caramel this way and chocolate this way, and that's my iced coffee, guys. It's my coffee dessert. Right here. So anybody on the Vertical Live can see my coffee. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's change this music here. Okay. Neon Rose was sad. This is actually good for a coffee lounge, kind of relaxing. Because then after that, I'm gonna play some techno. But I like it. Sounds good. Stay for a chapter, stay for a while. Bold aromas hanging heavy in the air. A velvet hum of voices everywhere. Caramel swirls. Okay. Hey, Jenna. You bought a Hot Caroline Reaper Pop Rocks to do like what? They make Pop Rocks and with the Scoville. With Scoville in there. With the little heat, huh? I should have my glasses on. Well, I don't have to use my glasses to see from that distance. Don't look at anything close. That sounds awesome. That's gonna be spicy pops. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be really cool. Chicken burgers, in other words, a chicken sandwich. Excuse me. So yeah, it's a chicken patty and a burger bun. And he bought the sides for it was a pickle and red onion sliced thinly, and what else was in there? I didn't see lettuce, or I think a few rings of tomato rings. So I was thinking, okay, that sounds not too bad, but I had something. I mean, since he bought, it's already there, right? But I still have an idea to make a few dishes that I've been thinking about. Just some summer stuff, summer food, like finger food stuff. Kind of had my mind set on just something simple that I could throw together, but delicious and filling and hearty. When are you gonna do that, Jenna? Learning all the programs and music editing and producing. Yeah, that takes a lot of work, huh, brother? Love you too, brother. Thank you, uh, Roger Candy. Yes, so I was talking about this morning the sriracha story. Some of these things that we buy on the grocery shelves, they got some interesting history. If you so this guy who did a lot of research and found even I think he even accessed some of the documents, like the court documents and things that he was able to read. I don't know if that's factual, but he did have a lot of information on the sriracha hot sauce. People call it rooster sauce also because it's got the rooster on it. Like if he would have trademarked the rooster, I think he would have been even more successful. But apparently he was very successful, and I just knocked my earbud out. Just knocked my earbud out. So very successful, and back when I was fifth grade, fourth grade, kindergarten, up to like fifth grade. I remember them bringing but maybe they weren't Laotian, maybe they were Vietnamese because they did come over. So apparently they were stuck on the boat for a month because they were going, I think, over to China. They were going to send them to China, but China didn't want them. So America was like, "We'll take them," but they were out at sea for a month before they found a home to go to. So I don't know how many people. I kind of I forgot the name of the. I think the boat. The boat was called something. I think which is tied into the company behind the sriracha sauce. The name. Anyways, I'm thinking maybe they were Vietnamese then that came in, because the guy that invented sriracha, he ended up in California, and that's where I grew up. So and I remember a whole bunch of just new people like we're in the neighborhood. So we had projects, right? And when I was in Idaho, I call them projects. Basically, they're housing for refugees, and they were, some people all put in there and in that section. And so where I lived, we had projects, and around the area there, and a little further north of my town, were a lot of the new people that came in. And I mean, it was kind of neat to see, because a whole bunch of gardens sprung up, and I was like, wow, this is cool. But where there's good, of course there's bad, so you can't have light without dark. But anyways, I saw the beauty in it. I kind of looked past all the bad, not too much. It was the newer generation, the younger generation, as we were aging, that grew up kind of, well, they were planted in an area where it was a thug life, right? So what else is there to do? And a lot of the newer generation got sucked into all that. So we had a name for it. I can't remember right now. Maybe later. But anyways, we had not only Hispanic thugs. We had I guess, I don't know if they're Vietnamese thugs too. They're all wannabes. We're all wannabe thugs. It's not like the Godfather type thug at that level. It was just all wannabes, just people bored and trying to make a fast buck and doing it the wrong way. So yeah, that was the story with the guy from that invented sriracha. He actually knew from his homeland how to make this chili, and he would literally make the chili, and he was packing baby formula bottles or cans, baby formula, and he would pack it in there, and he was working day and night. He worked so many hours, and he was rushing it back and forth to restaurants, and the guy that was telling the story said that he had so much chili on his skin that he couldn't even touch his kids because they said that the chili, they complained about the chili. So I mean, he works so hard, and that's like not only that type of person from a part of the world coming here. There's a lot of people that did that came here, that brought bread making, that brought clothing, tailor, shoe, leather work, woodwork. All that was incorporated into the U.S. By a lot of the refugees coming over here on, to Ellis Island and on the boat and all that. Like, that's why we have so many different things here, I think. And some of those old buildings, I'm starting to think about those old buildings that are like in New York. We have a few that I noticed in Idaho, like all the Capitol buildings, those and the churches, like those are really fancy. I was thinking, what kind of school teaches this? Like, this is like a creative mastery. Oh, they built all those things. You remember something about that? Oh, the Cholas, yeah, wannabe gangsters. Yeah, we didn't know better, and that was the thing to do at night. Typical teenagers. Just depends where you're at. That's what you're doing. So that was an interesting story with the Sriracha. There's a whole lot much more, especially with the court, and. Them trying to sue, and then they got countersued, and then it backfired on the people that wanted to sue for. So it was the company who was. I think it was the company who were selling chilies, the farm or company, and they were trying to get the original farm to buy cheaper from them, and then dried chilies less quality. Anyways, they tried to sue, I think the one farm, but then the farm got access to all their paperwork and saw that they were plotting to lie to sue them for overpayment, and it ended up backfiring, and they countersued and got like their money. So they were suing to get a lot of money to start their own chili making business, but it backfired. And the company that they tried suing ended up countersuing, and showed that they were plotting to just sue to start a business, to use that money to start a business. So they were lying. Anyways, it was a very interesting story. Apparently for 5 years or so, the Sriracha was not on the market, and people were selling it on eBay for like $300, $500 a bottle. Ridiculous prices. So I don't remember that. Does anybody remember Sriracha being that expensive? I've used Sriracha for quite some time, but I don't remember there being like a point in time where there was no Sriracha available on the shelves. But I've been in 3 states, so I don't know. It could have been. There was always Sriracha on the shelf wherever I was growing up or living. Oh. So recently, I noticed in the garden, guys and gals, 3 falcons, 3 American kestrels have been coming to the bird bath. And boy, as soon as I get a chance, I'm gonna order a nice bird bath. I want to get a glass one that's colorful, and get rid of the stand. I've said this before, and put a pop of color in there. It'll probably be chrome blue or something, or pink or chrome blue, or maybe something glass-like. They seem to be used to the ceramic. Maybe I'll keep it white, just so that they don't get. They're not afraid of it. But once they know it's there, and they know that there's no danger around the bird bath, they'll come. they'll frequent the area. So I just want to update that, and I really want to try the copper ring inside the water. Apparently, if you put a copper ring in your bird bath, it'll prevent the algae. And I was calling it moss the other day, and I apologize. I just could not think of the frickin' word algae. I had to go and sit down and collect my thoughts, and calm my mind to try to find the word that I was trying to describe as frickin' algae. It kills the algae in the water. So there's also another trick that I saw in a video for your shower. You hang lead from the shower, the neck of your shower head. A lead, what do they call it? You hang some lead and you get some, is it borax? And you dilute it slightly. You let the zinc, was it zinc? Did I say zinc? You let it hang from the shower head, and as the water touches it and makes in contact with it, it falls to the floor, and it kind of coats the shower. It'll kill all bacteria. And then the borax spray is used because if you have tiles in your shower or you have porous grout, so the bacteria will just come back even if you bleach it. I bleach balm my shower. But the borax apparently like seals the doesn't seal it. It goes into the porous spaces, and it actually makes sure that the bacteria can't grow back. It makes an environment unfavorable for bacteria, and the zinc also helps. So if you spray down your shower with that. There's a video on YouTube if you're interested in finding it. Just look up the zinc and borax in the shower. Pretty sure it's zinc. And you'll never have to scrub your shower ever again. It'll just it'll take care of all the bacteria, the mold, mildew, all of that. I don't know. I should just try it and see how the validity of that information. Hi, the 80s show, 840 show. Welcome in. So yeah, that's just a little bit of the stuff that I've been kind of running into lately. Is just little things like that when I'm sitting here. After, if there's like nobody on that I know, and I'll just like browse through videos that are like self-help or stuff that'll make your life better or easier, or I'm looking through food recipes, how to make new things and stuff like that, or gardening. I ran into this kind of stuff, so I'm just sharing it with you guys. Because that lead, I think the zinc in the shower, that was interesting. Miss Kathy says, hello, 840 show. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. So, I don't think I wrote it down. It'll be in my, usually a video like that, I put it in my saved list of like watch later videos. So that's like the best way to keep track of these self-help videos. That's the best way, is putting it in your watch later, and YouTube will just like collect them for you. And go in every once in a while and like delete some. If you've already watched them and they're not like something you want to keep, like a recipe, you got to go in there and delete it. Because I like let it build up to like almost 100 videos, and I was sitting there forever. It only lets you delete them one at a time, which I think is crazy. Come on, YouTube, let us delete more than one at a time, please. Hi, Miss Kathy.
Hello, I thought I'd come up and say hi to you for a few.
Oh, nice. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Doing all right.
Good. What's Miss Kathy doing this weekend? Anything fun?
No, nothing fun.
Nothing fun? Not even like playing a prank on your hubby? Like, putting salt in his coffee or anything? I wouldn't do that to my hubby. No, I probably would.
So you said it's at 100 over there?
Mm, it's 100 degrees currently here in Phoenix, yes.
Dry heat.
Dry and breezy.
Oh. Is my fan, I got a fan going, is that bothering you?
Not at all.
Okay.
Are you having any coffee by chance? What are you drinking?
I have my little bottle of water, but I do have a little bit of coffee.
Ah, yeah. It's been a couple days since I've had a nice coffee dessert. That's
Yeah.
how I like to drink it. It's been a couple days, probably more than that. I've just been
I was more of a tea drinker. I actually like tea more than I did coffee. But um, when I was working and stuff, it was just so much easier to get your coffee cup and put it underneath in when you're working, and they got the coffee maker there. All you have to do is put the coffee cup underneath it, and it'll go in there, and then you just take off, with it. So,
yeah.
it was too much. It seemed to me it was too much time to make the tea. That's how I really
Yeah.
got into drinking coffee more, was because of work.
hmm Yeah, I've figured out that I could have tea in the morning, but it's a cocoa tea.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have milk, it's just water and cocoa, but I put honey in
Uh-huh.
there for the sweetener because cocoa is not sugared.
Uh-huh.
And I love it. And I whip some milk and I pour that on top.
Uh-huh.
It's wonderful. That's my new tea.
Well, I would have coffee, but I would put like those little packs of hot chocolate in it. And one of
hmm
the old ladies at the nursing home that I worked at, she seen me,
hmm
and she had asked me. She goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm making some good stuff." And um, she goes, "Let me have some." So, because she liked coffee too, but when she seen I put hot cocoa in it,
hmm
um, I think she was a German lady that came over from Germany, I
hmm
do believe, and she ended up, like I said, she ended up at the nursing home that I worked in, but she she loved it. She So when I'd have a day off, I got a phone call one time, and they said, um, Astrid says that she wants good stuff and to call you because nobody knew what the good stuff was. So she'd have to call. They had to call me, and then when they ended up, when the family moved, they had to move. They moved her then, so she
Uh-huh.
would be closer.
Yeah.
Well, they had to call the nursing home I worked at to find out what the good stuff was.
That's so cute.
It was. I always remember that lady.
What was the good stuff, Miss
All
Kathy?
it was hot chocolate, and it was coffee.
Ooh. Oh, that would be really good. Yeah, flavorful, nice.
Yeah, to put it together, and
hmm
I liked it better because like I said, I wasn't a big coffee drinker, but and I would put the hot chocolate in, and then there'd be times that you know, and I'd have to, if I didn't have the hot chocolate available, and I'd have to
Yeah.
put creamer in it and stuff, and I didn't like all that cream and sugar all the time either, but
Yeah, I try to use honey. The sugar that I use is mainly for the whipped coffees. And that's just you make a small amount, but you're still using at least a tablespoon of sugar
Uh-huh.
to whip up a coffee that's
Uh-huh.
um the instant coffee. It only
Uh-huh.
works with instant coffee. Doesn't work with brewed coffee. I've
Yeah.
tried it, unless I didn't do it the right ratio, but I've tried it with brewed coffee and it just does not whip up. So it has to be instant. Maybe I'm.
I haven't bought instant coffee in years.
I like to keep it on hand. And man who needs cookies? That's so
What?
disgusting. Darn trolls. Um, so I I uh I
I
figured
don't
that
I don't see it.
you don't see it. Is he on the he's on the vertical live.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about his stool problem, and
Oh,
we try to keep it on topic here, buddy. So if you maybe this is the wrong show for that kind of comment, but just keep moving along if you would, or I'm gonna hide you from the channel. So keep it on topic, please. Thanks. Anyways, yeah, I couldn't, I wasn't able to successfully whip up a coffee with a brewed coffee. So I don't know. Oh, thank you, Rashad. Thank you. Yeah, that's just kind of gross. I think that's a rage baiter, right? One of those rage baiters. I have to delete it from this side. Thanks, Rashad. So yeah, have you been in a coffee shop recently, in the past four
no.
years? I,
Oh, no, no.
I haven't. When you walk in and you see a billboard or a sign that has all their coffees. I don't remember being in there and them offering chocolate with their coffee.
Hmm.
I wonder
Now,
why.
I've been to one, but it was a drive-through. My
Yeah.
granddaughter usually takes me when she takes me out,
Hmm.
and but there's like this little, you can go in if you want, but you can go through the drive-through, and I just tell her let's just go through the drive-through. But they have. I even asked the woman. She's got to know me because when I would go through the drive, she goes, "Oh, how you doing?" Blah blah blah.
Hmm.
But anyway, I told her, I said, I like my hot chocolate and my coffee. She goes, we can do that for you.
Yeah.
Really, if they got hot chocolate and they got coffee, why
Yeah.
can't they just put it together? You know,
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. They could. They got all the ingredients.
Right, right,
I mean, a chocolate drizzle is different from what you're talking about. That's literally putting cocoa powder, right? Hot chocolate powder and mixing it with the coffee. That's sweetened.
right,
Yeah.
right.
And
But if you're gonna have hot chocolate, there's gonna be a sweetened as well. If you're not a hot cocoa, you know, if
yeah.
you have a regular hot chocolate, there's gonna be sweetened in it.
So, do you make your hot chocolate with chocolate syrup then?
You can get that just a regular cocoa. See, I was raised on just regular cocoa, and we'd have to use the milk and heat
Yeah.
that up and put the cocoa in it, and then we'd have to add sugar to it or something like that.
Oh. Do Do you remember Nesquik, Miss Kathy,
Oh yeah,
with the bunny on it? Remember
oh
that
yeah.
made strawberry and the
I like the chocolate, but my friend, she used to come over to my house. She goes, "You got the Nesquik?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Why don't you buy your own?" Because she used to come over. She used to come over and put it in her cup, and
Mhm.
she would take it and put it in her cup. But she
Yeah.
would eat it like that. She wouldn't put no hot water. She would just eat the powder.
Dang, I bet she was all over the place, huh? Bouncing
Oh
everywhere.
my God. I wanted to go home.
Yeah,
I
that's
gave her
that.
I gave her a container of the Nesquik and told her to go home.
Mm, It's funny just to get rid of her.
Yeah.
That's funny. I remember the little bunny on there, the
Uh-huh.
gray bunny, kind of like Bugs Bunny, kind of, but a
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
slightly different. We had that in our cupboard growing up, but once it was gone, it was they wouldn't replenish it right away, so we'd have to really use it sparingly, you know. Um, it was a real treat though to have. We didn't have a lot of sweets in the house growing up. It was only around holidays
Yeah.
when my mom would bring home a lot of sweets,
Uh-huh.
and Halloween, like Christmas, Halloween.
I didn't have a lot of
Um,
sweets either.
Yeah, and so we would actually like work, and we'd get paid like a quarter or
Yeah.
50 cents to do something. Not all the time, but when we got a quarter in our hand or 50 cents, we used to have a convenience store right across the street, and so it was so convenient for us, very convenient, to just walk across the street. It was kind of diagonal from our house, 2 houses
Yeah.
away, and then across the street, and it was called the Double D Market, and so we'd go and buy candy from there. It was so awesome living that close to a store. It was like right around the corner, like right on the same street, but in the corner, and they had sometimes like I think they had 2 video games. I think Pac-Man and Sinistar. Sinistar was the game, or Galaga. They would switch them out every so many years, but if after school, we'd stop by there and play a little video game and get a candy. Or on the way home from school, there was a little hamburger hut, and they sold like soft serve ice cream. They sold burgers, fries, I think hot dogs. But once in a while, if there was nobody at home and we're on our way home and we had money,
Uh-huh.
we'd stop by there and grab a burger. It was like $1.50 for a burger or something like that, or cheaper, but real cheap for a nice big burger. And big burger. I mean, bigger than our face. They were big.
Well, yeah,
Um,
back then that they would, when you asked for a hamburger, you got a hamburger.
Yeah, Double D.
Grandma
That's what
asked
it
for
was.
a dinosaur, she didn't get a dinosaur.
My great-
Yeah, I
my
mean
grandma's here.
and
Great
the
grandson. That's how old she is.
uh-huh. What? Is that somebody else talking in your mic?
Yeah, that's my grandson, Abel.
Oh.
Best?
Oh, your best grandson? The favorite?
Yeah, hold on a minute. My son's here.
Now that I think of it, it was called Double D, and back then I didn't know Double D, what Double D means, but I don't ever recall what the 2 Ds stand for, and I still have dreams about that store. It's weird. But behind the Double D was a Rio. It was a boxing club, and they had a ring in their backyard. So we used to go to the Double D to the wall and like hop up on some crates from the store. They'd put them behind the dumpster, and I used to stand on the crates and look over the fence and watch them box. So it was kind of cool. It was a neat little neighborhood. I wish we didn't move out of there, but we kind of grew out of our home back then. And then my mom said that once the new people that came in, which I'm just figuring out, they were probably Vietnamese. There was a reason why, and I really don't want to repeat it, but that's why she moved. Not because she didn't like the new people that came in. She didn't like what was going on, so we moved to the south side of town instead, closer to her work. And there it was nice also because the elementary school that we transferred to was literally one, two, I think 3 blocks away. That was within walking distance. And for my older siblings, the bus stop was probably like maybe a mile away walk, maybe under a mile. So they got to go to their high school and catch the bus stop there. And then a few blocks to the west, that was east, to the west was a nice park, and there was always wild peacocks around there. So it was really nice neighborhood. We were just I didn't appreciate the little things back then, the things that matter the most. So teenagers don't think about stuff like that. Not all of them. Some do probably. Probably they're the rare ones. So anyways, that was a nice neighborhood. I don't know what the double D stood for. I wonder if I looked it up if I could find out. Okay, let's put some techno in. I think this is the whipped cream one. No, that's not it. Where's the whipped creams one? I know I have a whipped creams in here. Did I put it in? Oh, here it is. All right, you want your headphones in for this. Okay, I got my volume up here. I'm gonna actually look it up and see. I wonder if it's there was always really nice people working in there. And that's the time where you know your parents can send you to the store for like cigarettes, but I didn't know that my father smoked at the time, so he wouldn't dare send us to the store for cigarettes because he used to hide it from us. And so I never knew until after he quit. Like literally, he never smoked around us. So I didn't even know. Maybe my older siblings did, but by the time I was born, you know, I had missed a lot of stuff with my parents. I'm actually going to look up if I can find the history of that market. See, it has a long-standing history as quintessential neighborhood convenience store. It sure was. It's well known in the local community, not just for daily grocery staples and deli goods, but also as a hub for community services like bill payment and money transfers through MoneyGram. Okay, I never had to deal with that. So the corner market has been a continuous pillar for the residential area west of downtown, often serving as a highly utilized proxy by the surrounding neighborhood. Over the years, the store has transitioned from traditional family ownership into a multi-generational cornerstone where residents regularly pick up snacks and last-minute necessities. It is awesome living across the street from a convenience store, especially in that neighborhood. It wasn't like in the city center, so it was on the northern side of the city, and we did have shops and secondhand stores around there, and we had a ShopRite, and this was within walking distance. Now this is how neighborhoods should still be today. You shouldn't have to get in your car wherever you live and drive down to a convenience store. I'm not talking about Circle K, 7-Eleven, or things like that, but a real like mom and pop convenience store that could be in every corner of every part of your town. There should be one. where you can get bread, you can get bologna, and you can get cheese, and you can get milk and eggs. I mean, you call those Dollar Generals now, but they overwork their employees there, and they don't care about the store cleanliness or even if the store is organized. So they're too big. They're they're just they don't care. I've talked to employees who said they never got a break in 8 hours, and I suggested that just take your break, walk away from the register, go outside, take your cigarette, take 15 minutes. I mean, if the customers don't want to wait, then that's not your problem. Take 5 minutes. I wasn't saying 15, but like take a 5-minute breather and take your break. That's like that's slave labor.
I think there is a law about you get a break after so long.
Yeah, and that poor kid, and they always use young kids that don't have a voice, like don't think that they actually have a voice that matters. They take advantage of the youth, the people under 18, or if they're barely 18, I don't know. I think you can work at 17 in Arizona or 16. Anyways, these kids are young, and I was like, don't let them take advantage of you like that. Take your break, stand your ground, have a backbone. And they're like all kind of scared, like, really? I'm like, yeah. Don't let people take advantage of you. If you let one do it, you're going to let all of them do it and think it's okay and get used to it. That's not normal. So, yeah.
I mean, it might sound crazy, but when you're trying to get a job at a young age, I can't say, okay, what's the break time? Is there a set break time?
And they don't teach you this in school. They sure teach you how to frickin' do your math. Well, I don't know about the correct kind of math anymore. But they don't teach you that breaks matter. They just teach you to be a frickin' workhorse and then just to do what you're told. Excuse me? Everybody has a backbone. As last time I checked, I had one. Use it. They want you to be, what is that called? They want you to just listen, obey, and not talk back kind of thing. Like, that's how a lot of people get taken advantage of. So I make sure if I see a young kid in a store and he looks like really tired, I say, what's wrong? Are you okay? And one kid said, I haven't had my break in, so many hours. I'm like, go take your break. I'll stand here and wait. And people behind me, I was like, I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about them, but you're more important than this purchase or whatever, this sale. Go take your break.
But also, if that's true, that's wrong. But is this kid telling the truth? I mean, he could have been out goofing around all night and then come to work, and he looks tired already because he hasn't slept because he's hungover or whatever, You don't know.
Right, you're right. And what started the conversation was he was sniffling, and he was working sick. And I was looking around. There was nobody else in the store. I said, "Are you working alone?" He said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh my god!" It's like nobody wanted to come in, so this poor kid come in is sick because he couldn't get a replacement to work for him. And most of those Dollar Generals, I don't see a manager. Some of them I do. I see 3 and 4 people in there. But this poor kid, it was like in the evening after 6, and there was nobody in the store, nobody stocking, nothing. It was just him. And he had no breaks, he had nothing. So I was just like, I felt so bad. I felt so bad that they're taking advantage of their employees like that. Or the management is allowing that to happen, because it's not all of them. I don't think all of them are like that. A lot of them are very attentive, and they actually show that they care for the customers that walk in. But these little small towns where people can get away with things a lot easier. Well, nobody says anything. That's why there's no attention being brought to it.
Well, like the town that I live in now is the town I was born in, and I left town and I come back. But I remember at a younger age, if a young kid was working in a store
Hmm.
Everybody in the town knew who that was. And if they would have been out doing something, anybody would have known that what they were doing to be the night before. So, you know, when you're in a small town, it can be that way. I don't know it's how it is at other places.
Hmm.
Somebody in smaller towns, everybody seems to know your business. And if they
Oh
don't,
yeah,
well, and if you don't know somebody's business, somebody else will tell you.
right. You're darned if you're gonna know. I mean, they're gonna really make sure
Uh
you
huh.
know because they're dying to tell someone that doesn't know yet.
Uh huh.
I've lived
And
in a community like that. I gotta admit, I was, part of that. But then I realized that's maybe everyone shouldn't know everything.
no,
I,
I mean,
I'm,
it should
I'm
know
guilty. I'm
if
guilty.
it's important. If it's really really important, yeah. I just don't think I need to know. I got too much of my own business to worry about somebody else's.
Yeah.
And um,
And you know what happens is you start judging. Once you know the scoop and the dirty on other people, you start to judge, and then when you see them and approach them, you have that in your mind, and you're like, the dirty about it, and you're like,
uh,
start treating them differently, and that's wrong. And that's why knowing everything is bad. But I mean, like if they're a serial killer, or if they're doing bad things, then I just won't talk to them, or I'll just won't be around them. But
like I
you
go
tend
up
to
to 'em.
judge.
Well, I just go up and say, "Hey, I seen that you're famous on Facebook, and because somebody had bitched because somebody didn't rake their leaves, or they're not shoveling their driveway. Well, you're not in their driveway. What do you care whether they're shoveling their driveway or not?
Right,
With the snow. I mean, I don't care if my neighbor doesn't shovel his driveway.
right. uh,
I'm not
you,
going in and out of his driveway.
that's the perfect moment to say, just worry about yourself.
Right. And then we got this old man next door. He yelled at my grandson mowing the lawn because a little bit of our grass got over on his driveway. And he was yelling at my grandson for it.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, see, my son usually has one of those bags on the lawnmower.
uh-huh.
He didn't have it on there that day. And so my grandson goes in the house and tells my son, let me tell you, my son went down there and ripped that old man a new ass. Because, and it's not that he don't respect the elderly and stuff, but this man has been doing this continuously through the years that we've lived here.
Uh-huh.
He's always complaining,
Yeah.
and
Hello.
it's awful.
Yeah. Look who just popped in, Miss Whispers in the Moonlight, and she just had a drawing recently on her channel because she hit the big 100 subscribers, and she had a raffle, and I won, and she sent me a bunch of wonderful things. Oh my God, I have everything I need for a wonderful spa night, and it's
Oh,
just awesome. I've never had a lot of the things that she sent me. I've never tried. She sent me serum, face serum, eye masks, shower steamers, garden gloves, and seeds. Garden seeds, a T-shirt, a nightlight, and some antibacterial, spray for your hands, scented, called Sunset. It smells wonderful. And just some eye gel pads for under the eyes, for tired eyes, right? With rose water, rose oil. Just really fun, neat stuff for the face. It's just like rah rah. I, I was so excited. So yeah, I won the raffle, and thank you, Whispers in the Moonlight. I really appreciate all those wonderful things. I've already tried the eye masks, and there was I haven't tried the shower steamer yet, but I'm gonna try that. Should have done one this morning. Darn it. But just a wonderful, wonderful person. She's out in Utah right now, and I found her because I was she does nature walks, and she has a little phenomenon in her life. So very interesting lady. She's Dene. She's Dene. So it's Navajo, right? Miss Whispers in the Moonlight. Wonderful, wonderful woman. Really cute, really cute. So if you ever get a chance, go look at her channel. And just she's a fresh breath of fresh air. So good to see you. Thanks for popping in. They are fun to try. Just a bunch of beautiful things that she sent. Really, really cute little gift package that she sent. Really nice. I was like, wow. It's so cool. It's really neat. Really, really neat.
Oh, that Whispers in the Moonlight.
Yeah, Whispers in the Moonlight.
It
She's
says Mystic Call.
lavish, mystical lavish. So
Okay.
YouTube will showcase your
Yeah,
your email that you use.
yeah, I know they do that. That's why I was asking to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But her channel is called Whispers in the Moonlight. But like you can go in and change that too. It lets you change it. That's why I changed mine to, because mine shows Silverleaf because that's like part of my email. So I put Susie B after it so people would know who I was. Because they know me as Susie B.
So I was just making sure because I went over and subbed to her.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Dene. Yeah. And I gotta go, and that reminds me, I gotta go get some more anasazi beans from the little town that's like 20 minutes away. I'm all out, and I'm out of those beans. I gotta do a road trip pretty soon. Go get some more. If you had never tried them, they're called anasazi beans, and they're bigger than a pinto bean, and they're buttery and a little sweet. They're really good. You're welcome, and thank you. She's so cute. Just want to hug her. She's shorter than I, and I could just grab her and probably lift her up and swing her around. I usually do that
All
too.
right.
My friends that are smaller. Oh my god. My sisters are short too. When I get a chance, I do that to them. I do that to my mom, and they're all shorter than me. I'm like the tallest one, the tallest female in the family. So. I think I'm adopted. I think I was dropped at the doorstep.
My sister used to say, my youngest sister would say that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she goes, I must have been adopted because
Yeah.
she was the baby of the family, and then she'd even say, "Mom, are you sure Dad is my dad?" Because
Yeah.
out of all three of it, she was taller,
Mhm.
and my sister was short, and I was too, and I've gotten shorter in the years too.
Well, I think we take after my dad's side because all my mom's side is pretty short, but my dad's side he was taller. And then, but both my sisters, they're like 5'5", maybe 5'4". My mom's like 5'3", or.
I never was 5'4".
But I'm 5'8", so I'm just like way bigger. I'm built
Oh.
bigger.
Okay.
I'm just built way bigger, like a football player.
That's taller for me. 5'8". I probably get a nosebleed if I was that tall.
Because of the altitude.
Well, when you're under 4 foot, I'm not under 4, under 5 foot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's we were at the IKEA's recently, and we bought like a milk bottle so I can make my butter. And we were trying to check out in the food court where the food court was at. It was closed, but we were trying to purchase a chocolate. I was trying to price it because it wasn't priced, or it was priced, but I was confused if it was the sale chocolate or not. So I scanned it through the self checkout, and I was trying to delete the scan because it was showing it as a sale and I was waiting for payment. So I was like, oh no, how do I delete this? I just wanted to check the price. And this gal comes over that was closing up the area, and she was so little, so tiny, and I literally bent down to talk to her. It's so gentle and dainty, She was like so, but I mean, she was not dainty, but she was kind of rugged but sweet, so sweet. And I was like, she's so small. I bent down to talk to her. It was just so cute. And there was another gal at the Home Depot. I told her to get into my pocket. I told her I was gonna throw her over my shoulder. But I don't know if I scared her or what, but sometimes my comments, I just got to think twice before I say it. She probably thought I was going to kidnap her. But she was a full-grown woman. She was just she was dainty and just tiny, like 4 foot. Like, she was really small. Like, I could literally just grab her with one arm, throw her over my shoulder.
We had this doctor that came in the nursing home, and he was, going around and everything. Well, the nurse had said, I want this patient, this person out of the bed, and everything, because they wanted to check some other things too.
Yeah.
Like when you're laying down, your blood pressure, and then when you're sitting up and everything, then your blood pressure will be taken again.
Yeah.
But he wanted the person, this guy up. So the nurse comes out and told me, hey, the doctor needs you to go in and help him get the patient out of the bed. So I said, are you going to help me? He goes, no, Doc said that he'd help you. So I said, okay. I go in there. He goes, hold on a minute. So I'm like, what was he doing? He leaves the room. He goes out there and he says, I asked you for help. What is she gonna do? Because I'm tall, I'm short, he's tall. He didn't think she goes, she'll be able to get him out. And I'm gonna tell you, when I told the doc, stand back, I'll get him out myself. The doc didn't think I could.
Yeah.
I got that man out of that bed by myself. I didn't need that doc's help. I said, I didn't need you.
Yeah, I don't underestimate short people. I've seen some small, tiny people that I call dainty actually lift as much as I can lift.
Well, I was
And
about
I was like,
5'2".
whoa.
I was about 5'2" at that time. So, but yeah, he wasn't like, he really didn't think that I could
You
do
had
it.
it in you? Yeah. Yeah, don't underestimate little smaller people. I mean, they're they look small and dainty, but they're built different. Some people just have that strength in there. You don't need big muscles to be strong. Just need to be smarter a little bit.
Right.
But Miss Whispers in the Moonlight said that her mom is under 5 feet. Dad was probably 5'3", but your brother was 6 foot.
Yeah.
So it must have been behind in the generations, maybe the taller in the family.
I had a 6 foot brother.
My brother's 6 foot.
Yeah, I think he was like 6'2", I think.
Yeah. So I'm 5'8", he's 6. I think he's 6 foot. Maybe a little taller, maybe 6'1", maybe 6, I think. But yeah, we're the tallest of the two my older sisters. They're short. I'm like, what happened? But my mom is short. But my dad, as he aged, he wasn't as tall anymore. I guess that's what happens. You kind of start shrinking a little bit.
Well, it has a lot to do with when your bones settle. Kind of like your back, your spine.
Yeah.
Settle, and you can start. It's like That's why some of them start leaning over more. You know?
Yeah. And like my sisters, they got like the brown hair from my mom's side, the dark brown, and my brother and I got the jet black.
Yeah, I had a black.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like had like blondish when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went to like brownish, and then as I got older, it ended up going to black. My mother was pure black hair as well.
Oh wow.
But let me tell you, like I've said before, when I started turning gray on top, you know, I was thinking, oh, you know, Mom had white hair, so you had to go through the gray to get to the white. So I wanted to do that, but at one time I said, nope, I'm not going to do that. I want my black hair back. So I colored my hair black and everything. Well, when it starts to grow out, you look like a skunk.
Yeah.
You know?
I've been getting the gray since my late 30s. Like they first started popping out like little weeds, and I'm like, uh-oh.
I seen my first gray hair when I was like 24 years old. And yeah, I was trying on hats at the store.
Uh-huh.
And I wasn't really a big hat person, but I seen these hats and they're cute and everything. And so I was just putting them on. And that's when I go, what is that? I thought it was something that got on my hair. Here it was the gray hair.
Yeah.
I put that hat back and went and got me some hair coloring.
Yeah. And you know, if it's an emergency hair color, I like that they make these cute little pins that you can just color it real quick.
They do?
Yeah.
I mean, I would be able to use it now because I don't need a pen. I need a bucket of paint.
Yeah. You know, I found this really nice hair color for my color. It's like a henna. And the last time I used it, I interpreted what happened. And it was the process that I used. I put oil in the mixture to condition the hair while it was coloring. And that prevented it from actually sticking to the root. So I thought it didn't work, but I didn't realize till months after that you dummy, if you put any coconut oil in your hair and you're trying to color your hair, it will not stick to the roots because it slides right off. The oil in there, especially coconut oil, and that's in everything nowadays. It's in shampoo, conditioners, you know, and if you're coloring your hair and you have coconut oil in your hair, you need to strip that with a shampoo that's a clarifier. And then I would do it a couple times to get the oils out and then color your hair because I thought that henna hair color wasn't working anymore, but it was my fault. I put oils inside of the mixture and it didn't color at all, and I'm like, what happened? It worked before, but I never put that oil in there. I had a hair oil. It had like vitamins, all these vitamins, and had coconut oil and all these other oils. And I didn't know because I wasn't educated. That hinders the color from sticking to the root. So don't do what I did. Just condition afterwards. Yeah, that's a self-taught learning lesson right there. Your mom's a runner? She's 85? A mountain lion? Ooh, those are beautiful creatures. Yeah, and a small person, they'll take you right away, but you have to be wounded. They won't take you. They only attack the wounded, and it's very rare that they attack a person. We had them up where I used to live, and they hunt fox and small things, rabbits, and a person would have to be really wounded and almost on their deathbed, I think, for them to attack. Even a small child, I wouldn't want to risk that. But an adult that's healthy, I don't think that. I've come face to face with the mountain lion on a hike, and it didn't try to attack me. I was just like startled. It was startled, and we were both startled. Like, oh, you're a lion. Oh, you're a human. I just, it's like it didn't try to lunge at me or nothing. It didn't growl. It didn't do anything. It just kind of like was like startled. So I wouldn't be very afraid. Elderly client saw a Black Panther. Ooh. Yeah, you do your gray roots too? Yeah, I got roots here. I got little roots here. I'm getting ready to do them, but God, what a pain in the butt having to do that every couple weeks. I just let it go. I go. You what, Miss Kathy?
I said it is. That's why, I gave up on it. If you couldn't keep up, I can't keep up.
Yeah, avocado.
So I've
oil.
got hair clear down to my ass, and
That's a lot of work in itself already.
my grandson said, "Grandma, let me trim your hair." And he says, and I go, "Well, how much?" He goes, "Up to your shoulder."
Why?
That's not a trim. That's a cut.
That's a no. That's more than a freaking trim. God, yeah, that's a whacking. I'm gonna turn off the pool water because sorry, Miss Kathy, because it's watering the plants. The pressure is too low.
Oh.
My hubby is filling the pool, and the sprinkler system just went on. And if the hose is in the pool while the sprinkler system goes on, the water pressure is low for the sprinkler system, and it won't get the adequate amount of water it needs to water the plants with the lower pressure. Sorry. I baby my plants like they're my kids. It's a pain. Yeah, long hair is a pain. So what do? You just do you have your hair up all the time?
There's times that I leave it down for a while, and then I French braid it.
Like my hair is it's really thick, and I got more hair in the back.
Yeah.
But I just cut a lot of it off. I mean, I cut like that much off because I'm just tired of it. It's so hot, and like this, it's very rare to have it down. I have it down for shows, and sometimes I have it up, but most of the time it's up in a bun, just because it's off my neck, and it feels like it's suffocating me, especially in this heat. It's even worse. It's like a blanket on my head. So yeah, I didn't know I had thick hair till I let this girl that I knew when I worked in the restaurant. She asked me if she could braid my hair. She goes, "Man, boy, your hair's thick." And I'm like, "It is? It was thin." She goes, "No, you got thick hair." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I got thick hair. I got thick hair." I never knew it was thick. Just thought it was normal or thin. I don't know.
Yeah, I've had thick hair, lots and lots. Of course, through the years, through time, it's gotten a little bit less. I mean, I'm far from being bald, that's for sure. But as you get older, some of it, you start to get a little thinner. But
yeah,
not as thick as it was.
You're in Colorado now, Miss Whispers in the Moonlight? Yeah, the thick hair is just really well. When I had it long, I would braid it, and then in the winter I'd just wrap it around my neck. It was that long, and it was like a nice scarf. When we went to Austria, it was cold over there, so I had my hair in a braid and I wrapped it around my neck, and it was better than a scarf. People were looking at me like, why does she have her hair wrapped around her neck? It's cold. It's my freaking scarf. I didn't have a scarf. And it worked really good. But yeah, long hair is a pain in the butt. I've had it up to here. I've cut it just at my chin level, and had fun with it like that. It grows fast. so I didn't mind. I'm just cutting it off. And that day that I cut that much off, I got lightheaded, and I thought, oh my God, what happened? What did I do? Am I gonna be okay? People say it's the weight difference that you cut off of your head. You know, the weight difference. Probably I got lightheaded because of the altitude change. I don't know, the lightness, the less weight. I never felt that the hair was that heavy, but I guess it is. Peekaboo from Stuart. Hi, Stuart. Big hugs to you and Wendy. You went to get some food in Cortez today and stopped by another river festival. Oh, nice. Miss Whispers in the Moonlight is traveling a lot lately. You're hearing the vertical stream?
From the vertical.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of the verticals.
Yeah, the verticals seem to get more traffic in for some reason because there's a billion people on their phones.
Right.
So that's why I do both.
Right.
And just, you know, hi guys from the vertical.
Well, no, the reason why I say that is because of the when you're chatting, the chat goes over the, you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's hard for me to see the chat.
On the vertical, yeah, because it's still squished at the bottom.
And if you got any problems with your eyesight to begin with, then that is a problem for me.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, it is really hard to see the chat on the vertical.
Yeah.
When you're live, you can see it on the screen. It takes up a quarter of the screen on the bottom. But when you're a viewer looking at a live on your phone, the chat is hard to see. You're right. You can't see what everybody else is saying. I think there's two lines, maybe, if that.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's $50. So you skipped going? God, that's pricey to get into a festival. Jeez. Stuart was in both streams, the horizontal live stream. Now I'll watch this because I get ads on this side. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Stuart.
Yeah, I've had it. Like when I'm just sitting here, I'll have one like a vertical on my computer, and then I'll put the regular one on my phone because then I can see the chat better on the phone than on the regular. And I won't need to read anything on the computer.
Yeah, it's so much better just to be on the panel, huh? So much easier.
Well, and if I'm not going to be looking at, I don't always look at the comments either.
Yeah. There's nothing going on in that tiny town where Whispers in the Moonlight is at. The rodeo is starting pretty soon. You know what I heard? I heard Mike talking about the Pride Month. He was asking when it is. I just saw a post today saying Happy Pride Month. Is it this month?
I heard it was, but
yeah. Hello, Kathy Sweetheart from Stuart.
Hi, Stuart.
He's in he's in Scotland.
Yeah. Yeah, Scotland.
So, yeah, there's last night I watched a video. It was about a whole bunch of stories compiled together about phenomenon and like vampires. And I was just a lot of them I had heard already. And there was a guy that works security here in Phoenix said that he was working one evening and a limousine pulled up in an area where he was patrolling. And he stopped. He said it was a big black limousine, very ominous. And he said that the driver got out. He was observing. He was at a distance as he was driving towards it. he said that the driver got out and looked pale as a corpse, and opened up the back door, and a tall man came out, pale as a corpse. Also, he said they all looked dead. But he said that the man who stepped out of the limousine from the back seat was very kind and smiled at him. And so when he pulled up next to him, he stopped and had a conversation. And the man asked him if he knew of a place where he could, stay for the night. And he told him that there was a place down the way. And he goes, "You seem like an honest man." And he put his hand out to shake him. And the security guy shook the man from the limousine, his hand, and he said instantly he felt weird. And he said that the man said, "Oh," he goes, "Yes." He goes, "I was right. You are an honest man." After he shook his hand, and he said that they said their goodbye, their goodbye. And he said that the light was on in the back of the limo. When he got in, the light went off. He said all their eyes were glowing. He goes, "Is that a vampire?" He goes, "What were those people?" I'm like, "That's here in Phoenix? I need to get out more." Darn. I guess this weird phenomenon is happening everywhere, huh? Kind of weird stuff like that. It's like, that's right where I live, my backyard. But I'm not looking for that stuff. It's just, I think it's interesting to see it and experience it a little bit, not really be in the mix of it, but be as an observer from a distance and see it. I appreciate it that way.
Like when they take those spaceships up in the sky and, up in the thing.
Yeah.
And they're messing up the whole, thing up there and up in space. They're messing it all up and then those spirits got to go somewhere, so they come down here to bottom. They get safe away from that.
Yeah. I've never experienced You what, Miss Kathy?
I said I was just kidding, but I just think that like the weather messes up, and I think things do happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been a lot of internet problems lately with people and stuff like that.
Uh-huh. Don't get bitten. You think you saw a UFO, Miss Whispers in the Moonlight? When I sit here at night, I have my curtains open, and last night the sensor light turned on, and I saw a white flash come towards the wall. I thought maybe it was a bird, but the birds are chirping at midnight here, across the street in the big tree. And I'm like, are they confused, or maybe they know the real time, and we're the ones confused with the time that we're led to follow. So the 9 to 5 thing, the hustle and bustle. But I've seen a star right out the window. I was actually standing outside looking right up at it, and right where I was looking, a big bright flash, like a falling star or something, happened right there. It was white. It wasn't blue. It wasn't green. You know how it's like iron falling or something. You know the metal of the meteor that's falling. This was pure white, and it happened right when I was looking at that area in the sky at night, right in front of me. And it seemed so freaking close. I'm like, well, where did it go? It wasn't something falling. It was just a bright, like a trail and a flash. And it was, I didn't hear an impact. So I didn't know what it was. I was just like, oh, okay, well hello, whatever you are. I was just waving at nothing. But yeah, a UFO. What did it look like? What did you observe? Because I'm curious. They can look like all kinds of things. I was in California, was it now 4 summers ago? And I was metal detecting on the beach out there just to get out of the heat from here. And the sun had went down. I went back to that beach area. There's people having a fire next to the shore, next to the beach. And it was in Morro Bay. And there's this big rock called Morro Rock, and it's basically a capstone to an ancient volcano. So it's a popular spot, and the people were at a fire that they built fire pits of stone cement, and there's stone benches around it, cement benches. And we were facing north and south, so that the couple I was talking to, I just went and joined them because I was like, I wanted to experience the fire, and they welcomed me, really nice. And so they were facing north, and I was facing west, and the rock was west of me. So they were talking to me, and I was just looking kind of out into the horizon at the, listening to the waves come in. And behind the Morro Rock was a big ball of fire that just like popped out and then popped back in. And I'm like, what the heck was that? And it was so quick that I couldn't even like say, hey, look at that, because by the time I would have said it, it would have been gone, and they would have been like, they were smoking. I wasn't. They were smoking Mary Jane. And I was like, and then I knew that they were on it, so they would have been like, I don't know. I just knew that it was too late to tell them. But that's what I seen. And apparently in California, that's like a popular thing that's being spotted, is that orange, they call it an orb, but it looked like when I used to weld that molten fire puddle, it was that color. It was beautiful, golden orange. And it just like it was playing peekaboo. It just like popped out from behind that big rock and then popped back in. I'm like, what? Like, that wasn't a falling star, meteor, or anything. It literally had a conscience. And it like peeked out, looked, and I saw it, and then it peeked, and it went right back behind the mountain, the rock. The hell? That was crazy. That was crazy. But that reminds me of I wouldn't call that a UFO. I called it an orb, but it was big. Woke up around 1:30 and walked out on the porch to have a cigarette, and I heard you heard whistling at 1:30 in the morning? I whistled really loud, and whatever it was whistled back in the same way I did. Ooh, Rashad, be careful. Go face it and find out what it is. Take it at chocolate.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Who was he whistling at?
I had whistling when my hubby took me to Austria. We were in a small little town, we were adventuring in the countryside, and there was a wooden tower, a watchtower that was in that area. We were walking to it, and we had a friend with us, and my hubby and his friend were ahead of me, and I stayed behind. I was playing with moss. I was all excited. I was like touching rocks and looking at moss and looking at all the green, and I heard a whistle like that. It went like this, and I'm like looking around, and it kept doing it. Like there was nobody. We were like the only people there, and I was looking around trees, and there was nobody else there. I could not see what the heck that was coming from. And I'm like, what is that? I think they're gnomes, because my hubby says, because he grew up there, everybody has a gnome on their front porch just to show respect. And I think, I was thinking at the time, I knew about gnomes, and I was like, where are you? Where are you at? You're invisible, or so, I don't know. But I didn't whistle back. I just kept going, hello? What's there? Who's there? But I didn't whistle back. Oh, you saw something that it moved left, right, up, and down, but stayed put. See, that's not a satellite. That's not a meteor. That's not an airplane. A drone could only do that. But I think we all know what drones look like, because they have lights on them, like planes do, that blink and all that stuff. Jeez, oh my God, Rashad! You went back in and went back to sleep. Woke up again around 5 and walked back on the porch. The whistling was still going on. It freaked me out and scared the poop out of you. Aw, don't have fear. don't have fear. Oh, don't be scared. You're scared because you're watching all those videos of the people being terrified by these things going on. Yeah, don't have fear. Try not to have fear. Try. I know it's easier said than done. Stop being afraid of this stuff. You're easy prey when you're afraid. I think. I don't know. It's just how I feel. What do you think, Miss Kathy?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I wasn't afraid when I heard the whistling. I was like more confused. Like, where is it coming? Like, show yourself. Like, hey, I want to see where the sound is coming from. You know, even if it's a little guy, a little gnome, I'd say hi, like, hello, hi. This is your house. This is your forest. I mean, is there something you could teach me, or, you know, if it's not friendly, then you know, I'll stop talking to it and walk the other way. It's as simple as that. Tries to take me, I'll be like, okay, you're inheriting a whole lot on your hands right now, so I'll talk your ear off if that's how I'm gonna escape. But I don't know, I just have a simple mind that I just try to keep keeping in my my arsenal. You live out in the country, there's no one around here to be out like that, to be whistling like that. I've never heard any type of animal. What about a crow? Could it have been a crow? Because, you know, we always try to make sense of these things. Like, crows can whistle and they can mimic, or ravens can. So that's the first things I think about, is to try to make sense of it. And then if nothing makes sense, then it's, you know, something supernatural. And, you know, when they pick you to
You don't
draw
know what the
attention.
government put out there in the sky and everything.
Right.
We don't know everything. So
We
that
don't know.
could be unexplainable because they put something out there.
Mm-hmm.
It
Or it's been
could
here
be a
all
weather thing. It could be like a what they called the weather balloons back when. You know,
Oh, you
uh,
mean for like UFO sightings and things?
no,
Or
the
the
weather.
whistling? Oh, the weather. Did
They
someone
used to
mention
call 'em
weather?
They used to call them weather balloons. But
Yeah, we saw some coming back from Mexico. We saw this big white balloon in the sky. And I was like, what is that? What is that? And you can see that that's a weather balloon. It's a big white balloon, round. And you can see them coming from Mexico back to Phoenix. We saw them in the sky, like out towards Ajo. It's called Garlic, the town of Garlic, but it's in Spanish. Ajo. I've seen those, but those I've seen a silver orb in the sky that went from behind a cloud, and I happened to be looking at the gap, and I saw this perfectly silver sphere cross that gap, and I'm like, oh, there's a UFO, and I just went back to work. That's cool. That was the highlight of my day. But I mean, that could have been a weather balloon too. I don't know. We don't know. I didn't make a big deal of it. You know, only because I'll never know what it is, and like, I could have just wasted a whole bunch of my life trying to figure out what that is and never get answers. So I appreciated it. It was beautiful, shiny, and perfectly round. But that's all I'm ever gonna know about it. I wish they would, like, you know, if they want to show themselves, like, come down and like introduce yourself. Like, come on, quit being, you know, if it is an intelligence, maybe it's a machine. Maybe it's doing, you know, a type of, maybe it's a type of technology that isn't manned. Maybe it's a machine and it's just surveying or something. So if that's the case, then that's fine.
Maybe we're their television. They're
Huh.
saying, what do you want to watch today? Let's watch the Earth and see how crazy those people are.
Huh. We're the comedy show.
Yeah.
So it was up in a hollow by his house. Roger Rashed says it wasn't a crow or any type of bird. So you would know for sure, and in your area. Well, I've heard a lot of stories about the whistling, and they say don't whistle in the woods ever. I don't whistle when I'm out hiking. I never felt like the urge to whistle, but I know that you're not supposed to. But I don't know. Have you ever heard that, Miss Kathy? Don't whistle in the forest.
No.
I never did. My parents never said don't whistle in the forest, but we were raised in the city, and so they don't have a lot of backwoods kind of teachings or wisdom. So she always just told me in the city, don't let people touch you. I was like, okay. So I was always dodging and weaving people. Or if they'd come approach me, I'd be like, dodging and weaving, only because of what my mom said. She never told me why. Oh. I think I played that one.
I don't know. Could be an explanation for everything. You never
Yeah.
know.
We whistle a lot, even in music here.
Oh, I can't even whistle.
You can't. You
The only
can't
thing I
whistle.
can do is blow.
So if they told you to whistle, if your life depended on it, poor Miss Kathy would
I'd
be.
be dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think you have to have your lips a little moist, and then just kind of.
You used to be able to get a little bit of noise out of it, but I can't do it anymore. I would never want somebody to whistle.
Uh-huh.
So there would be, if anybody ever said she was caught whistling in the woods, no, they're lying.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never had any kind of experience whistling in the woods. But I don't hike at night. I don't go into the woods at night. That's unless I'm camping and I'm just walking around. But usually where I've camped, well, we sleep at night. We just go to bed. We have our last dinner fire and dinner, and then the gathering and dinner, and then to bed. So none of us lingered around the woods at night. We didn't have a reason to stay in our little group, and never had experienced anything like that. That was in Idaho. I've camped here in Arizona, but it was in a RV kind of park where they have the hookups, your sewer water, electric hookup. Well, not water, just electric and no. Yeah. Was there electric? No, there wasn't electric. It's dry camping, but bathrooms, and they provided water. And never experienced anything. Nothing crazy. I know the sky out here in Arizona is crazy. If you make it a habit or habitually stare at the sky constantly at night, every night, you'll see something crazy. I used to do that.
I used to, when I was growing up, I used to like to throw a blanket outside on a nice day, nice evening, and then throw a blanket out there and just lay down. Me and my sisters, we'd go lay outside and look up at the sky, and we'd see the stars, and we just lay there and talk.
Yeah. I used to lay on our roof of our house when we
Yeah, we
moved
had
to
a roof.
Arizona.
We had one that, yeah, you go up on the roof.
Yeah, and that was so relaxing. I would fall asleep up there and wake up in a panic because I was like, "Oh my God, if I would have rolled over, I would have like fell off the roof." But you know, you get so relaxed and the stars they're constantly like they're slowly moving. And then you see like the satellites going slowly and there wasn't a lot of light pollution in that little town that we moved to. So the sky was just bursting with millions of stars and it was just a beautiful sight to see because where I moved from it was a city with a lot of light pollution. I've never seen that many stars in the sky, and I adored watching that. I just loved it. And out here, you can go out of the city out into the desert, and if you can find a spot that all kinds of bugs won't crawl on you, you can have the front row seats to the Milky Way, the beautiful stars at night. It's just beautiful. There's a lot of things crawling around in the desert at night, like those big black beetles, and you got I don't mind the little jumping mice and anything with fur I don't mind, but and even the tarantulas, but those black beetles and then what else is the big ants. Uh, I don't mind the snakes either, but as long as it's not a freaking rattler. But you know they're sleeping; they're not going to be bothering you unless you're walking in their house. Just stay in one spot. Don't be like walking around looking at the
No, I
stars.
can be no, I can be short, but I'm not going to walk into their house.
Yeah, right. After last night, I'm definitely going to get another outside dog to keep things rain off from coming around the house.
I never cared for outside dogs.
Well,
Well, I mean dogs that stayed outside. I didn't. I felt sorry for them.
what would I do? What would I do in that situation? I don't know what I would do if I heard whistling. I would definitely put up a perimeter of my own intention of don't cross my boundary. Stay on your side and I'll stay on mine. That's the first thing that comes to mind, like getting some sticks and making um, like amulets kind of thing that means something who I am, my essence, and putting it around the house. Uh, you know, or whatever you want to imbue with your power, your own power. That's what I would do. Make a crest, Rashid, and put it up around your house. That means you, your power, who you are. That means that you know your authority. That's what I would do. Your other dog passed away a few months ago. Oh, I'm sorry, Rashid. Sorry for your loss. The fur babies. That's heart wrenching. That's just it rips your heart out. So yeah, I don't get a nice clear view of stars from here. I think I see like up to maybe 11 stars in the sky here at night. Like I know there's more stars out there. They're all the brightest ones that shine through the light pollution. But usually the North Star, you know, the bright twinkly one, or a few the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper, I can see
And
those.
that's what
But
we
that's
used to do. Is when we'd
that's
lay there, we'd look and see if we'd see the Seven Sisters. You know,
oh, uh-huh.
yeah. And do all
Is
that.
is that the one where you follow the handle from the Dipper and it leads you to the Seven Sisters or Orion's Belt? Which one is it? Is it one of
Well,
those?
well, there's seven. I don't know. All I know is I don't remember that, but I remember the Seven Sisters. You know, those are seven
Mm-hmm.
uh, stars real close to each other.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
the stars are beautiful. There's one that shines like a shiny diamond. I think that's the North Star. It's always twinkling all these different colors.
Well, the North Star is the brightest star there. In the sky.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I love looking at the stars. I've seen a lot of those meteors. They're green, like with the tail, and they're green. I've seen a lot of green ones. I think that's iron. I think that's a meteor made of iron, because when it's hot, it glows, different colors, different elements. So I've seen the green ones and the white one, like I said, and right from the backyard, like right there. It looks so close. I've seen red. I don't think I've seen a blue one. Maybe I have. Green is like a dominant one that I've seen in different areas. So I had a weird dream recently. I was telling my hubby about it. I was like, I don't know why I'm not thinking of this actor, but it was Keanu Reeves. And I'm like, why am I dreaming of these? I don't even watch movies. Like, I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in years. But all of a sudden, like, Keanu Reeves is in my dream, and he gives me his wallet, and he goes, go ahead, and he goes, look in there. He goes, for some reason, he wanted to show me that he had, enough money to pay for something. And he just hands me his wallet. It's a brown leather wallet. And in your dreams are so freaking confusing, because I opened up the wallet and it started to shift and change and move. Like it was morphing. Like it was still a wallet, but while I was looking through it, there was like slivers of like silver for the different sections, and it kept changing from silver slivers to like the leather separators. And there was like a compartment in there with like coins, and I'm like, while I was staring at it, it kept morphing and moving. I'm like, you know what? Here, take it. Like I gave it back to him because it was like confusing my eyes, and I was like, I can't look at this. It's not working. I can't.
Keanu Reeves gave it to you.
Yeah, and
then you end up giving it back. He ain't coming back to your dream no more.
That's fine, because I couldn't do what I was trying to do. I mean, I saw money in there. I was like, I don't even know if he was trying to buy something or what the whole point of him handing me the wallet. But he was clear, and he was very vibrant. He was very clear. I could see all his features really clear. But the wallet was just confusing as heck. I was like, I don't know what to do with this thing. Here, take it back, because it kept changing. Like it was like morphing, like weird. It kept its shape as a wallet, but when I had it open and looking through it, because he told me to, it was shifting. It was changing, and I was like, nah, I don't know. It was too busy for me. I just gave it back. Here, just take it. It was just weird. It was like in a big building, and there was different rooms where people, residents would live, and it had a little special section for like kind of like a church, but not like Catholic or any kind of denomination that I am familiar with. Just a place in there where you can go and pray. It was like a little area like that. That was kind of different. And then there was rooms, and then I went into a room, and I wanted to take a shower, and I thought it was like I opened the door, and there I saw a shower right in front of me with the clawfoot tub. So I hopped in there, but the curtain was pushed on a rod close to the wall over a window. And I'm like, oh darn, I gotta fix this curtain. And it had shower curtain rings, and like the four in the middle had unhooked, so I had to hook those back in. I'm like, why is the curtain on the wrong side? Like, it was in front of the window, so it wasn't covering, if the room privacy from in the room. It was only for the privacy from the window looking in, and I didn't care about that. I wanted the privacy from in the room. So I was in the shower, like adjusting this curtain, and then all of a sudden I heard like movement in the bathroom. I'm like, what? Oh my God, I'm in somebody's room. So there was a guy in the room, in the bathroom, and I like quietly like stepped out of the shower and like started walking, creeping towards the door. And I looked towards the bathroom door and it was closed, but I could see through it and I could see a man sitting on the commode. And I could actually like hear the noises of him doing like number two. Sorry, but I was like, oh my god, and like I could feel that he looked like, oh my god, there's somebody in the room. And I closed the door right away and I got out of there. I was like, oh my god, I was just in somebody's room, but I didn't think anybody was in there. I just wanted to take a shower. I was like, can't take a shower. I still couldn't take a shower. It's like, this darn it. And the room was like green. It had like an avocado green walls. I can't remember much of the furniture. I know the walls were like satin green, like they had a sheen to it. Satin, like satin green wallpaper. Weird, you know, flat, like a matte, like satin, like a matte sheen, like a like a satin finish. Weird. I was like, why am I dreaming of Keanu Reeves? Yeah, that was weird. I was telling my hubby about it. He just didn't say anything. I was like, I don't know why, honey. I'm dreaming of Keanu Reeves. Not like I in love with him or anything. Like I don't think about him. So like I've had a dream of Adam Sandler. We were buddies, and it's like, why am I dreaming of these people? I don't even think about them. I don't watch their movies. I have in the past, but not lately. In the past 5 years. So I don't get that.
You know, it's kind of like I've seen Keanu Reeves, you know, strolling through um, the YouTube or Facebook or something, whichever one I'd seen him in. Uh, but I've seen him lately, but of course, I didn't dream about him. But I was
Really?
just wondering, no, I'm just wondering if, you know, it's kind of like maybe if you glance at somebody and don't think nothing about it. And then all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden, then they come up in your dream. Kind of like you might have glanced at Kiana, or somebody might have mentioned it at some point on here,
Uh-huh.
and it just went past, you know, and then all of a sudden, then when you're streaming, his name comes up.
Right? Or the memory is pulled
Right, right.
out of your head, and then
And it could
it
have been some about Keanu Reeves, and then might have been somebody might have been talking about some maybe a cost of something or whatever, and in your dream you just put it together your way, and then
yeah.
Keanu Reeves can give you money, and then
He
you
gave me
say,
his whole
yeah,
wallet.
yeah, but you gave it back.
I mean, my hubby does that to me too, and I'm like, "Why are you giving me this?" He's like, "Well, take it." I'm like, "Why?" Like, don't give me your wallet. Like, if I need like a couple bucks, I mean, don't give me your whole wallet. It just feels weird. It's just the way I was raised. I don't know. I guess I just I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want your wallet.
It
Like,
has a lot of that. You know, that is weird. You know, because like you're raised a certain way, I'm raised a certain way, and you know, and then like when I say things, you know, people may not understand why I say it. You know,
right?
like
Because of
certain,
your
like,
upbringing.
well, there's certain things that don't bother me a bit, but you might think that because oh, this stuff don't bother Kathy, you know, this won't bother. Her. So then I'm like, you know, that bothers me. You know,
Yeah. Right.
because maybe there was something in my past is why it bothers me. You know,
Yes. I'm
right,
that way too with things.
right. And I think everybody's that way. You know,
Yeah.
because we can all be raised, you know, in different ways, and you know, most of us don't have the same parents.
Well, that's like being triggered by a
Right,
phrase, someone's remark, and I know I got triggered a lot, especially around like kind of like remarks that are kind of sexual. I get triggered because of my past and the things that I've been through. I get very combative, in my mind. I get triggered. so I get offended a little bit, and that person doesn't know that's just who they are. You know,
Right?
that's how they talk. So when I get triggered and offended, that's why, because I've had a really
You
rough
also have
past.
to remember that if people on here, and it can also trigger you to because
Yeah,
it brings back that memory. But remember that these people that are talking like that aren't doing
mhm,
it to uh, at you. They're doing it
right,
as a fun thing, you know,
exactly,
and
exactly.
because it's not directed at
It's
you to
actually
do it.
it's actually a good learning experience because it helps you get through it,
Right?
and it helps you deal with it better and not just be triggered by it. So you know, sometimes I feel I come off as being aggressive towards certain remarks that are being said in the chat,
Mhm.
or you know, around me, not always in the on YouTube, but it helps get through that. And you got to think like, why am I being triggered? Oh, okay, I know why. Okay, it's not this person's fault. It's your past that's haunting
Because
you, or
you, it's a
yeah,
problem that we, like you and me. Okay, there are things that can trigger me that's being said, you know,
yeah,
and also. But it has to all to do with me. It don't have nothing to do with that person, you know.
yeah,
But if that person continuously triggers and triggers and triggers, you're then you almost have to decide, is it worth being around that person? You know, because you
right,
never go and tell them. Now my past is making this because of what you say all the time triggers me. You know,
yeah,
but
yeah,
in some ways you got to. There are certain things that, like you said, it's a learning curve too. And
yeah,
deal that just because people say certain things, it's not at you or about you. It's more of, it's more fun. It's more
yeah.
out of humor than it is to be mean.
Right. And they don't know, you know, they don't know that
Right?
the person that they're sharing that humor with
Right?
uh is being triggered by it. So it's not their fault, really. It's kind of your learning experience to learn how to just listen to it and not let it affect you.
There's,
So yeah, I'm still learning.
there's certain things that people say to me that triggers me, but
Yeah.
I don't really, I try not to say it. I might come off as a response of not
Mhm.
exactly what they want, you
Mhm.
know, but it don't mean that, I'm mad at them or anything, but, some people can take
Yeah.
offense to it as well.
Yeah, I just careful what I say around them and try not to feed into it. You know, just to
Yeah.
like to invite more of it. So yeah, I'm careful
Well,
also.
most of us, and you do know that a lot of us that you hang around with do have a foul mouth,
Yeah, right.
and it is something that does, you know, I do it in my home,
Hmm.
and as
But
well.
it's in fun though. It's in fun. It's see, I'm
Yeah,
not used to that. You guys are breaking me in. You
right, right.
broken
But also,
things.
that's right because that's what I said, that if we're saying any bad words, it's not at you.
Right.
It's not. It's not to attack you in any way, you know.
Right.
And you would be able to tell if it's an attack.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, if I said the F word and I'd say F you, Susie, you would know.
Yeah.
And
It's the
and
tone.
I've said that to other ones, but they laugh because it is funny because I say it in fun. But
Yeah.
if I said it for real, they're gonna know. I could say the exact same words, but you're gonna know that it's not
Yeah.
fun, that I'm serious.
Right.
So, you know,
It seems like it's bat season outside right now, huh? Bat season. I haven't seen bats in years around here. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's been a really interesting learning experience
yeah.
hanging out with y'all, with you guys. You're a fun crowd.
Well, it is a learning experience, I think, for everybody because think about, you're talking to somebody in a different state, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
and all we got 50 states here, you know, and everybody has something different in their state,
Yeah.
you know, and even if it comes right down to um, a candy bar of some kind, you guys might have a candy bar I've never heard of, and it's really interesting, that you would say because we are the United States, we'd all have the same thing, but we don't.
Hmm.
So it's actually fun. But then we go on outside of the United States, and they're what they name certain things, you know, what they name them, and then if they name it as something that we name something else, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I've learned that living in different states, the way the language is used describing certain things, I've experienced that, and
right.
I'm just like, I'd have to ask, what does that? What does that mean? What does that
What do
mean?
you even think about people that have the accents? You know,
Hmm.
so, it's kind of like uh, when I tell when I my sister, of course, she lived here, but then years ago she moved to Pennsylvania, and uh, so she had worked there, she'd lived there, and she was a waitress, and I ended up going there to visit my sister for a couple of weeks. I'd stay a couple of weeks with my sister and her guy, her husband, and kids. So she was working, so I went in the restaurant and I said, "Hello." I said, "I'm here to see my sister." Oh, they knew right away I was her sister. They knew they when I said I'm here for my sister, they knew exactly who they were I was talking about because of my accent, they said. Yeah, I have an accent,
Oh,
you know, because
yeah.
my sister has an accent. But you listen to her now, years later, she sounds like them.
Yeah, shoot, I had an accent that I brought with me from California, apparently to Arizona, I was told. And then from Arizona, I took off and hit the road on a wild adventure and ended up in Idaho. And I ended up picking up the way they talk over there because I was there for 9 years. So you pick up things where you go. And now that I'm, with my hubby, he's from Austria. I'm finding myself talking like him now. So it's in some things that I say,
Yeah,
and it's really interesting how you just tend to blend into,
yeah,
especially after years and years and years of absorbing something different. You end up becoming that.
yeah.
And I don't even think I have my accent anymore that I left with from California. Because I used to say things a certain way, and now I don't say it like that anymore. So you wouldn't even be able to tell I was from California. They have a strong accent now that I hear people, talk from there, and I can hear it now, and I'm like, "Wow, did I sound like that?" It's like cringing, and it wasn't not the I wasn't as educated yet. I was still young, but like the educated ones, that have gone to like college and proper English and things like that. But growing up on the street with that English from California, I had definitely an accent. Where you say man a lot and hey homie and what's
Yeah.
up Holmes and like yeah, 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 yeah,
Uh-huh.
that kind of accent like that. I just kind of, but I didn't come to Arizona and call everybody Holmes and what's up and I
Uh-huh.
didn't talk like that because I out of respect because I knew these weren't the same kind of people.
Well,
This wasn't the same rodeo.
that sounds more like a street thug calling
Street
somebody a
slang.
homie.
Yeah, it was, and that's
Yeah,
just how we addressed our friends. Homies, and what's up? What's up, man?
yeah.
Stuff like that.
How's it?
And then and then when I ended up in Idaho, it was like, hey dude. It was this dude. It was hey dude, hey dude. Once in a while, you'd hear them say, "Hey, homie," but it wasn't the same. It was totally different. It wasn't the same accent or the same way. It was
Right.
totally different. More friendly, not friendly, more cheery, like cheery in a cheery way, like a hippie way. And they actually would laugh saying it because that wasn't normal. It was to address like a gangster or whatever. But I learned a lot living in different places how language is used. So it's really interesting how you absorb it wherever you go. It was funny. It was funny because we were in Austria and we were up at a Renaissance fair that was just closing down. And I was in a booth. I said this before, and the vendor, it was like this Renaissance, like rustic, like tools, medieval tools, and things that they would make. And I was just looking at everything, just minding my own business. And the vendor says, in perfect Spanish, "Hablas español?" I just started laughing because he said it in a funny, like kind of a flirty way. I'm like, "Sí, poquito." I said, "Yes." He said, "Hablas español?" That means, "Do you speak Spanish?" And I said, "Yes," back in Spanish. I said, "Yes, a little bit." And he was smiling from ear to ear, like he wanted to practice his Spanish with me because he didn't have anybody else to talk to, with that Spanish. So he was excited. I think that's why he was excited. So we were talking back and forth in a little bit of Spanish, and my hubby was just looking at me, and I'm like, I don't know. He's having a great time talking in Spanish, but he didn't look a lick of Spanish. It was fun and interesting at the same time. It was just really cool experience. I'm all the way in a totally different country. Someone's speaking to me in Spanish. I was just laughing because it was cute and fun, kind of cute and fun. But I made sure I showed him that I was married.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because he was talking to me like he wanted to snatch me right up from my hubby.
Uh-oh.
I know, I had to be careful so I wasn't going to get kidnapped, adult napped.
Hey, you don't want adult napped.
No one ever says, how do you explain an adult being kidnapped?
Yeah.
It's like, there's no word for it.
Yeah, universal kidnapping.
It is, yeah. They got kidnapped, but they're not a kid, they're an adult. So, how would you we need to come up with a new word that sounds just as catchy.
Adult napped.
Adult napped. It just doesn't flow.
Yeah, I think because you're thinking of kidnapped all the time, so
Right? That's true. That's so true. Because you expect that sound. Nabbed.
adult napped.
Well, that would be called human trafficking, right?
Well, according to what you're doing, the
Abducted. Sorry.
Well, there is a word. Yeah, abducted.
Yeah, abducted. There we go. That's what you use. Abducted.
Yeah.
Ole, Susie B. Yeah, that was cool. I wish we would have made it earlier to that Renaissance fair. They had a bunch of cool stuff. It was in front of a really cool, like medieval looking church up on a hill. It's not a big, tall hill, just a slight grade upwards, but enough to make you huff and puff a little bit, enough to get you winded. But we walked up the cobblestone pathway up to it. And this was literally a little village. It was so neat. I was just my eyes, everywhere that I looked was candy. Like the structures of the buildings, the rooftops, what they were made of, the paint, the color, the cobblestone pathway, and then leading up to this like really medieval looking church. It was cool. It was a neat experience. It was at night, and there was like really amber lighting along the path. It's just really neat. Um, just a real neat experience. Really cool. I like that medieval Renaissance era. I think it's cool.
But that's something too, is that just living in the United States, you can go to different states and they offer something different to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Idaho was way from what I had been living in to that. Like the bike paths, the botanical gardens, like the dozens and dozens of parks to go and spend time in and all the activities to do. What a huge difference it was from coming from a little small town to like a thriving, growing, beautiful, flourishing city, which was called a metropolis when I lived there. And just beautiful greenery everywhere, flowers. They really flower up their little city there in Boise. Just beautiful. It's just, and there's so much to do all in one area. And if you don't want to do all of that, you just hop on your bike and just go and enjoy nature and the greenery and the deer and the wild rabbits and the squirrel and all the birds there and the ducks, just all kinds of cool stuff to see. The parks are all full with flowers, wildflowers, white daisies, African daisies, the Susans, lazy Susans. I think that's what they're called. And the trees, the grass. Oh my God, the river, the river system, the Snake River that runs through there. Just a beautiful place. Just anywhere you go is a great spot to sit and enjoy. Pass the time. To wind down. And even some of the business buildings were right there on the river. So if you have an office desk and a window, you could still be looking out your window and seeing people walk by, ride by, the water flowing, the ducks, floating by. It was still very just peaceful, really nice. Even I thought, at those business buildings there, how lucky they were to be able to work and have that view. I just thought it was amazing. They're not boxed into somewhere where there's really no view and it's just all walls around you and cubicles. That all those offices had that window of the view of the Snake River. I used to clean those because I worked for a cleaning company and I'd be inside those, so I would actually see what they saw. So that's how I know that they had a spectacular view. And there was also some residents along that river too. A friend of mine cleaned houses, and she invited me over one day to. I don't know if I helped her clean, but I kind of stayed outside. She gave me a tour of the house, and it happened to be somebody popular or famous. I don't know. But I didn't feel comfortable, being there, like not invited by the owners. So I didn't feel right. So I just kind of stayed outside and enjoyed the yard and the river that was right there. It was like a castle style, and they even had a special quarters for the maid, but the maid was on vacation. So they hired her to come and clean while the maid was on vacation, but they had her special quarters for her.
Right.
To live. So it was really neat. What was their name? Can't remember. The guy on Rain Man, the one that played the autistic one. What was his name? It was, I think, his same last name. Hoffman. Kaufman. Isn't it? Hoffman? I think it was
Hoffman.
Yeah, I think it was Hoffman or Kaufman is what their last name was. It was close to that. I think it was the Kaufmans or the Hoffmans. That was, I don't know, they were apparently someone famous or something. Hello, Miss Joyax. Miss Joyax has been a member for 19 months. Thank you, Miss Joyax, for your support on the Susie B channel. I appreciate you for having that subscription for so long. Thank you. And Miss Kathy and Mike too also have been a member for a long time. Thank you guys. Appreciate all of you.
I can't believe it's been that long though.
It doesn't feel like it's
No,
long, huh?
no. When somebody says I've known Kathy for this many years, I go, oh come on. Then you go. Then I sit and I think about that. I'm like,
Honestly,
oh,
I think YouTube has a different timing than real life, honestly, because like video games when well, I don't know if you play video games, but you're playing a video game that's like you're going through a town and you're whatever you're doing, but the sun goes down and comes up, and it feels like within a 10-minute span that the sun goes down and comes up. I think YouTube has a different time. Like, there's no way it's been like 19 months. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like accurate, right? It feels like that's a long time. It's a really long time.
I
19,
didn't
that's
know
a
that
year.
I didn't know you did it that long. To have those memberships that long.
Yeah, it feels like I've only been really with the membership for maybe a year, but over that, oh, earbuds keep falling out. Sonny, we're done. I think they're melting out of my ear. They've been in there so long. Okay, sorry about that. Come on, hair, stay fluffy. It's been so long, my hair's resting. It's just falling. You know how the curls, they relax?
Uh-huh.
Come on, curls. Come on. Stay with me here. Stay with me. Hi, Miss Kathy from Miss Joyax. Cheers.
Hello.
Love the new stickers. Thank you, Miss Joyax. Cheers. Yeah, I put in a new cheers sticker. Oh, you like it? Yeah, that looks good. It does look good. It's kind of small, but I added it a couple nights ago. Thank you. Yeah, it's that character with holding like a blue beer, a neon beer. Well, you know what? I haven't even eaten today. Oh my God! Whatever you're munching on, it reminds me. I haven't even
I'm a
eaten my
cracker
meal.
girl.
You like crackers?
Yeah, well, I eat crackers. I don't eat much of anything, so when I eat a cracker, yeah.
Did you have you heard the history on the word redneck by chance? With the red bandana around the neck? I wonder if Mike knows, because I heard him use the word redneck the other day. And I had just seen like a short. It was a TikTok short. It's one channel that I follow. I follow a few channels, and it's storytellers, right? And this gal did some diving in on the history, and she said that back in the day when there were slaves, they were working the mines. The slaves were taken advantage of. The ones that were more melanated. And the actual not melanated person stuck up for them, and I think it led into freeing them. It led to like a big deal. And so the people who wore the red bandana around the necks were the ones who actually started the movement for fair treatment, fair rights for the slaves. And those were called rednecks, so they were actually the good guys, and that's what I heard that the word redneck comes from. It doesn't actually mean she said don't be using the word redneck to describe a hillbilly. She goes, just say hillbilly, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Hillbillies are the ones that say it too.
She's all looking into the cam. Just say hillbilly. I'm like,
yeah, but the hillbillies call themselves rednecks too, so.
Yeah, and she actually described that they did that to trick people. So I apparently that's part of the history, like way back. So I learned something new. I mean, I haven't gone and tried to check the history myself to see the validity of that. I probably should, but God, it's already 9 at night. I haven't eaten today.
Well, you better go eat something, honey.
Well, I have something simple. I don't have to cook, so I can just do that. I can shut her down though, and because I'm starting to feel a little, kind of shaky, nervous. Not nervous, but not that I'm starving.
Yeah.
But I usually have like one good meal a day, and then but I had all the sugar, so that kind
Enjoy
of.
tomorrow, honey. Enjoy tomorrow. You can eat now and always be back
Oh,
online tomorrow if you wanted,
I thought you were gonna say you can always eat tomorrow.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah, no, I should probably shut her down. I've only been live for almost 3 hours. Not too bad, but I started a little late.
No. Not too bad.
But yeah, I think I will go eat. I do want to do a cooking show here pretty soon, and I don't know if I'm going to do it live or if I'm just going to record me making something and then turning it into a short. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But God, I really like when you come on the panel.
But you know darn well there'll be comments on that video.
Uh-huh. I know, like with my music and the bass. just can't please everybody.
No. And I think we all cook differently, and that's even like me being raised in in a lot of Sicilian. Not my whole family was Sicilian, but biggest part of it.
Yeah.
But also being taught all that, you may cook a pasta or something. It may not be the way I do it, but if you like it, more power to you, right?
Right? I agree.
Right.
I just saw a spaghetti recipe last night. You know what it was? It was called Rotel spaghetti. You know what Rotel is, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard of Rotel spaghetti?
I've heard of Rotel.
So Rotel comes in a can. If anybody doesn't know, it's a salsa. So it's very spicy. The original one is spicy, and you can get it mild and a little less spicy. But it's like the El Pato, I think, almost the same. I think they're using a Pekin chili or the long red chilies, but it's got a bite. Anyways, the lady prepared the ground beef with onion and bell pepper, and then mixed it all up. Once that was all cooked, she added her own spices to her, like whatever spices it was. But then she added a bunch of butter, and then she added cheese, blocks of cheese. I don't know if it was like mozzarella. It looked white, so I don't know if it was like American or I don't know what kind of white cheese. I wasn't quite paying attention to that specific detail. But after the cheese started melting, she added a little bit, like a half a cup of cream, like whipping cream, to like blend all the cheese together. Once she got all that mixed, well, she added the Rotel also, a can of Rotel, and then mixed that all together, and it was like creamy with the ground beef and the veggies and the onions. And then she added the noodles in there and mixed it all together. And oh my God, did that look like a creamy spaghetti. She called it Rotel, but with a bite. And that was Rotel spaghetti. I was like, that looks good. I would use my own salsa instead of the Rotel.
Yeah.
But my own, handmade salsa.
Yeah.
But it looked good. It looked really, I love how there's a billion ways to make food. I love it. And I love learning the new things. Yeah.
Like the pasta, originally it was from China and the Italians actually stole it or whatever. But, they took that and made their own. Right. So now this is the way the Italians cook it. And,
And then I saw a rolled lasagna with chicken and tomato sauce, like homemade tomato sauce. But they literally got all the strip of lasagna, and they put what is that that cheese that's like thick with and textury. What's that, ricotta? So he slathered ricotta on the bottom, chicken, and then cheese, and then rolled it up and made a whole full sheet pan of the, well, it's a deep one, so like a regular pan, but this was a kitchen, like a restaurant style pan. And he filled the whole thing with big rolls, big rolls of the lasagna. And then he had been cooking his sauce, and he put the sauce all on top of all of that. And then he put cheese on top of that and popped it in the oven. And he made some French bread, and he made just a simple salad, lettuce, cucumber, and tomato on the side.
Wait a minute. What's he making an Italian dish with French bread?
That's
not right.
It was it looked like a French bread style. It was like a small, smaller French bread, but it was a smaller one, not the big wide one. It was a smaller size, cut in half. So it was maybe like a little, like you know what you make submarine sandwiches with? That kind of size. Yeah. One of those little loaves like that. But it looked really good. Oh my God. I'd never seen lasagna rolled like that. And it was chicken.
Yeah, we've done that.
You've done that?
Yeah, because matter of fact, I was telling somebody else not too long ago about getting a lasagna and doing that, and putting your meat in it if you want. You know, your meat. You can even make a meatball. Put the.
Oh my God!
If you cook the lasagna to where it'll roll. Then you put your meatball in it, right? Then you roll it, and then you keep on doing that. Then put your sauce over it, your cheese, and then put it in the oven and let it cook like that. You know.
See, I've never heard of that either. See, I love recipes.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
See, you know, that's what I say is that, you know, you might enjoy it. You know, where I might say something somebody else wouldn't like it, you know. But, you know, that's because of how we were raised and what we're used to. And you might really love something, and we're over here gagging over the bucket or something because you like something, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you particularly. I'm just saying whoever's cooking.
Yeah. So. Well, all right, Miss Kathy, I need to go. I'm going to go. Thank you for being up on the panel. Oh, it's always a delight having you. Thank you so much. You're so awesome. Thank you. Thank you for
having me.
Thank you for keeping me company. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, I think. Maybe I'll go live again tomorrow, Sunday. I didn't do the scorpion hunt this weekend, guys. I just wasn't feeling it. And we'll do it soon. I don't hear the music anymore, so I don't know if the music is even playing. I don't know. Oh, it stopped. That's weird. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully some of the conversation kind of hit home for some of you. We talked about a lot of things this evening. And if you're having a wonderful Saturday, I wish you a wonderful Sunday. In some places, it's probably already Sunday. So good morning to you, and good afternoon, good evening to wherever you're at watching. But thank you for coming to the Susie B channel. I'd appreciate it if you would just push that like button for me. And pretty soon, I just want to forewarn you guys, the next thing that I'm going to be cooking, I don't know if it's this next cooking show that I'm going to be doing, but just to forewarn you, it's going to be something that maybe you're not going to like seeing. I don't know. I've never tried this before. It's going to be something different that I've never tried. So just bear with me here. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. So I'm going to be doing something different. Definitely. I have 2 cooking shows in mind, and one of them is just something that you all will know and familiar with. But the other one, it's going to take a special audience to appreciate. So just to keep you in suspense, I hope that you may swing by and say hello while that's happening in the future. But for now, I appreciate all your time. The members of the channel. If you want to become a member, just hit that join button. It's only $2.99 a month, and I'm really trying to give you your money's worth. So I just want to wish you a great rest of your weekend, and thanks for popping in. I'm Susie B. I do art on my channel. We do gardening, cooking. We do grocery store runs. Like I'm in the market, and I also do adventuring, traveling in the car. So just a lot of different things. Hopefully you'll enjoy something. I also do my own music, and hopefully one of those things you'll find interesting on my channel. So go look through there. There's some playlists there, and if you feel compelled to join, please do so. I'd appreciate it. It helps my channel grow. I do spend some money on my channel to make it nice as possible. And I'm self-taught, so I'm doing the best I can to give the viewers a pleasurable experience. So with that, I'm going to wish you guys a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you later. Have a good night. I'm going to go eat. Kind of too tired to eat. I don't feel like eating anymore, but I think I have to. So we'll see you guys. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna pull an all-nighter. I don't know. Maybe you'll see me in the morning in the garden. I don't know. After I eat, maybe I'll get some energy back, but we'll see. Good night, guys. We'll see. We'll see you. I'm stalling until I can find my extra. Here it is. Bye, guys. Love you all. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Gold beans, black coffee, static in the wire, sugar in the air, a slow burning fire, aromas of the roast, thick and neon bright, lounging in the glow of the data stream light, caramel dripping like liquid cold down the golden glass in the heavy mode. I make it to the sea, lost in the page, a futuristic ritual in a digital age. Steam in the circuit, sugar in the beat, futuristic energy moving to the heat. Wind all brew balls.